Top of the top, top of the top. What's up? What's up? We up. What's up, everybody? We back. We back. We back. Y'all know what's up. Like we always do around this time. Shout out to everybody that's up. What's good, y'all? What's up? y'all be up and ready. We're gonna get into it, y'all. Once again, what's up, Tiger? What's up? Good morning, y'all. What's up? What's up, LJ? What's up, Tasha Jordan, Timo? Shout out to everybody that's live, man. We're gonna jump into it. What's up, Kim Luda? What's up, everybody? We up. Let's go. All right. I know a lot be going on in California. Only thing is for me, I already spoke about California. I spoke about, in my opinion, what was going to happen this year. Now it's happening. People are crying. But today, y'all, we're going to look at stuff that we already spoke about on this channel. Everything has been spoken about, the whole experience. So, Ice-T is getting dragged, even though I already know his career is over with. I mean, the thing is this, y'all. They are at a certain point in age. They've been around for a long time. They have said and done a lot. But they didn't comprehend that the things they said and did was going to come back to get them. This is why it was better off that they already retired. It's like if you were at your job and you got away with a whole lot and you just get caught in the end because you didn't want to retire. But if you were to retire, you'd have got away with everything, whatever it was. Even if you had a certain supervisor let you get away with everything. But when he left, you didn't leave. So you stuck around so nobody protect you. Thing is this, y'all. They era is done. Now, you remember, I brought up Ice-T. That's why I say, man, people, what's up? Shout out to the people that's up, man. Everybody that's into it, y'all know what's up. What's up, Punches? Look, y'all know what's up. Y'all know I was just talking about Ice-T with Quincy Jones, showing you that that's his family. Ice-T was not in the news, none of this stuff. But I just going to keep showing y'all. I'm going to keep showing you that they all going to go down one by one. So, once again, I had no clue that Ice-T was being dragged and Ice Cube. Now, it's two different things. Ice Cube and another thing they doing, y'all, they being fake. But this another proof we got to get into a lot. Ice Cube is showing you, I'm telling you, man. Ice Cube is, they riding with the illegals, more or less. They try to make it like they with the immigrants or whatever. But this is about illegals. But I'm also going to show you how Ice Cube, well, the world knows it, how Ice Cube is quick to jump for illegals. But they got to put on for California because remember, they got fans. Then you got Ice-T. He rep LA. He got to say something. He called the president a clown. So, being that Ice-T called the president a clown, he is being this. That's it. And another thing I'm going to show y'all when I said it's not about the president. It's about the people that voted in the country is different. So before all these years, Ice-T was able to say whatever he want. Now he's being destroyed. And you got to remember also, what y'all not getting, well, I know a lot of y'all get, Ice-T and Ice Cube had all fans. But the era we in now, y'all, we all grew up off rap. It don't matter your race. Meaning, no matter your race, you know a rap song growing up. And that's for all people. And when rap and gangster rap made it big, this is what we're talking about. The real history is the gangster rap started with Ice-T, Ice Cube. And bottom line is they always had white people that loved them. They always had white fans too. Then you're going to see why Ice-T went in there. He started going to his what? Rock and roll. It's his band. He started going into heavy metal. We're going to talk about it all today, y'all, because they now exposed as the actors they are, the fronters they are. Even when I'm telling you, look, this is what we're talking about today. We talking about now how the world caught up to date and the whole world exposed them now. You know what I do. You know what we do. We already spoke about Ice Cube. Ice-T is not nobody we didn't speak about. But now, it's over for them, y'all. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about something major that was happening. I had no clue. Nobody told me about all these major floods that was happening. I don't know. I'm gonna ask another question. I don't know how many of y'all saw the moon over the weekend, but it's some of this is high tide stuff. Yeah, allegedly, but we just gonna get into it. All right, we're gonna also get into Benzino addressing Fat Joe. And Benzino said Fat Joe ruined BET. He ruined the BET Awards. Like I said, y'all, I don't know who I'm supposed to be, but I think I did say the other day that Fat Joe, y'all the ones that ruined the BET Awards. I just said that on Saturday. But Benzino, he says Fat Joe did it. Yup. So Benzino blames Fat Joe for ruining the BET Hip Hop Awards. But he do got a point because he do know some inside stuff. All right. Fat Joe tried to say the budget got chopped. Nah, let's go. First of all, let's go. Why Fat Joe said it's gentrification? Same thing I said. After they let us, because he's saying that's some bullshit, Fat Joe. The BET is not shut down because, it's just regentrification. They doing away with black music. Remember I told you that was Fat Joe narrative, right? So let's go real quick. Let me speed it up. Why Fat Joe said it's gentrification? After they let his ass host the awards 2 years earlier. See, I didn't even remember that. Fat Joe actually hosted the BET Awards 2 years ago. But I've been told you Fat Joe is a clown, and wherever he go, it's going to be destroyed. Him, Jay-Z, I'm telling you, that's who they are, y'all. No prosperity. But when I say I was not watching BET, that's my proof. I didn't even know Fat Joe hosted nothing. But Benzino caught him with that one. Fat Joe, what you talking about? Fool, you the one they gave money to 2 years ago to host it, meaning they probably gave you the money to host it and bring it back. So when I said it's dead because of their era, because they didn't do nothing, that's the truth. They the ones that was the rappers. Remember Saint Lunatics. You know the whole Lunatics, they rap better than him. Somehow he the one left. But they the ones that can rap. You gonna see it, same thing. D12, Eminem, his team can rap. Where they at? No, all of them did the same shit, y'all. Which proves to this day they controlled the game. My point is, them controlling the game, they limited the talent, and that's why the game was going to die anyway. That's why Nas already told us hip-hop was dead. People just now catching up to it. People just now starting to see it. Family, the timer was set about 2007. The timer was set already, y'all. The hourglass turned upside down. That was about 2008. When I say stuff like we've been going on fake music, no, we've been going on songs we like. We've been going on songs we rock with. But the truth is, it was never no real hip-hop. It was no real, you get it? Nah. So, it was just music. But the point is, where we at now, BET couldn't make no money. So, it's common sense. No, it's not BET's fault. This come down to the fans, y'all. Everything you see crashing, we spoke about, it has to do with the consumers. It's very simple. Everything y'all used to buy and support went up through the roof and out of here. And it wouldn't stop, meaning the money y'all spent, man, they had to come up with so much stuff because the money was being spent. Now you're seeing a crash because the money is drying up. So Fat Joe is trying to say one thing, is two things to it. They're cutting the money because the talent didn't produce no more money. That's what happened. Let's go back to common sense. When the game first started, when rap first started, y'all, was not that much money in it at all. Hell no. But once it was proven that rap sell millions of copies and rap sell out arenas and the first merchandise rap was selling was Coca-Cola, Pepsi, stuff like that. It was them brands like that. Then it started going on other stuff. But once they understood this thing makes money, that's when it goes to the next level. That's when the money get put behind it. That's when the rappers getting deals. All these rappers getting deals, going up in that booth, making music. It's an industry because it was music being made 24/7. But when that money got stopped, y'all, you're going to see what happened way before that. The clue was when people started stream rapping, Spotify rapping. Y'all, it already was going down. My point is, when I said streaming rapping, Spotify, that had nothing to do with black entertainment. BT wasn't making no money off of that. They wasn't getting no viewership. Everybody was getting streams, but they wasn't getting viewership. I got to speed it up, man, because Fat Joe's a liar and BENZINO called him out. All right? Even though I said this the other day, Fat Joe, you the one ruined it. Now BENZINO proving it. All right, let's go. Now, Fat Joe hosted the awards. So look, Zeno said, look, the ratings were the worst ever after he hosted it. Was it gentrification when you were hosting it, Joey? Stop, man. Joey, you're putting out too much misinformation on the internet, bro. You got to do better. You got to do better, man. Now, he right with that. Like I said, when you write, you right. He checked them. I mean, because BENZINO's from the era. He knows. He knows better. And like I said, if BENZINO ran the sauce, you can't take that from him. So he knows sauce and BET hand in hand. He knows what's up. And the truth is, man, they didn't keep the culture going. They didn't, man. They just wanted it all for themselves. They wouldn't just let people just be. You know, they wouldn't just let people be, man. That's just what it is. Because even this is what I mean in the rap game, y'all, in the music game, period, man. If you let people be, hey, maybe somebody that wasn't winning 2005, maybe they would have still came up with a hit about 2020. Who knows? If you're an artist, you never know when you might make a hit. But you're not getting that chance with them because they're going to get rid of you. And that's what happened. Meaning you could have been a threat. If you was a threat to anyone of their career, if you look like you're the next pdiddy, you got to go. You look like you're the next willsmith, buy a share from Philly Empire, you got to go. If you look like you're the next, now you get it? Y'all forgot all them rappers started coming out of St. Louis too, and they started this. All right. It made it where it was a certain way, y'all. And that's why it ain't no talent. That's why everything is shut. Because remember, they all the ones, family, everybody we looking at, Diddy made half his goddamn salary off BT. He also worked with them through MTV. No, let's look at the money game. All of these people, Jay-Z, they all made their money through BT when BT was popping. You got to remember, it goes back. Their early beginnings come from BT, them damn videos. No, don't forget, BT had many video shows, not just, not just the basement, not just 106 and Park. They having all these countdowns. It's the videos that kept that money in their pockets. So they all got a part of BT. But you're going to see at the end, when those rich people wasn't making no more money, meaning Jay-Z, Diddy, they started to be all these other things. They stopped making music and they didn't produce talent, meaning they didn't have love for nobody else making music as they did for itself. You know, if you love music, you're going to say, hey, I want this shit to keep going. I want to make sure my label's still the best. My label's still the top. We still got the top artists. We still put out the best music. Regardless of what I do, whether I sell my liquor, clothes, don't matter. I'm in the music first. This is what I do. The people love music. I got to make sure the people get their music. It's that simple. But they didn't do that. That's why it's dead. That's why it's dead, y'all. Because now you're also seeing who are the gatekeepers. Being that they were the gatekeepers, it also showing you it stopped with the gatekeepers. Because it stopped with them. It's showing you. Definitely, we talking about checks. Why Fat Joe said it's gentrification after they let his ass host the awards 2 years earlier. So, Fat Joe, you busted lying, man. Yeah, I got your proof, man. Fat Joe's a lie, y'all. All right. Fat Joe claimed, look. Fat Joe claimed the pause in BT is a form of gentrification. Little by little over the years, quietly, they've been firing a lot of people behind the scenes at BT. And everybody who has something to say, and I know because I've been working on the BT Hip Hop Awards for 3 years. 3 years Fat Joe worked. It was like the budget. He's saying it was the money. Not for me, not the money for me, but, the money they had, I don't think they really had a lot at BT because they started firing people. That's what Fat Joe said. No, Fat Joe, you needed the damn money. You ain't had no career, so shut up. They did pay you to help bring it back. That's what it's about. But BT messed up because guess what else BT did? BT started slickly trying to market to other people too. So they ain't going to tell you that part. Yeah, BT wasn't 100% behind what? Black music or black entertainment. Now, was they? See, we're not going to play like that. Now, let me flip it on you. You know what BT was supposed to do to go to the next level? See, when all of these people online started to become sensations, BT should have started giving jobs to black content creators. black bloggers. That's what they should have did. I'm just going to be honest. See, it was a time where, say, if they had to put Tasha K, Lovely T, somebody like that, give them a little slot, even if it's half hour in the morning, at night, don't matter. Give you ideas of certain things they were supposed to do. With BT didn't do that. When I show you even ESPN and all these big networks know they had to do that. Each big network has a show or put a show in the form of an internet interaction of a live stream. This is when we talk about Pat McAfee when he started on YouTube, but ESPN understood that they were losing the battle of viewership, so they said, we need that internet money. We have to get content creators up on this thing to balance it out, to give it some juice. That's what they did. So BT didn't do that. They didn't add no juice. They kept recycling the same people, same shows, because you're going to see, y'all, it's called programs for a reason. So what BT does, it shows the same programs every day. Martin, you get it? Whatever their programming is, that's what you're going to see for that year. And it's going to be a program. But it's not going to be a lot of new stuff. And everybody you see is going to be the same old people talking the same old thing that you saw your whole life. That's why they ain't about nothing. Then what happened? They started giving awards to artists they control, artists with no real talent. So that's what happened. There's a lot of stuff happened. All right. Meanwhile, fatjoe is part of it because the gatekeepers didn't make sure we had talent. That's all that is. And they didn't. No, we also have proof they didn't make the culture better, y'all. Look at it as a house, property, a business. They was able to run it, and they ran it in the ground. You have the proof. They had all the businesses. They had the building. We let them run shit. We see we have nothing left. Nothing left is in the warehouse at all on their watch. So that's why I say this is bigger than what everybody understand. This is also BENZINO and fatjoe talking, because the truth is fatjoe know this goddamn game is over. That's why he has a YouTube channel. He know when I say this also to prove when I say people like fatjoe no more checks being cut because he sucked all the checks up already. BET. All right? So we're going to leave that at that. Now, you know how we get down around top of the top. It was just funny, though. The only thing that was funny to me is y'all know I said that. I said fatjoe is the one that ruined the BET Awards. So that ain't the thing. The only other thing that tripped me out is when I saw this, I was like, yo, why BENZINO, he got on my glasses. So that's how I know BENZINO be on YouTube. All right? Because none of the glasses I got on. He got on the ones upper level, though. He do. He got on the rich ones. But he got on the same exact CARDI is. But I'm just saying, it's mighty funny, man. He said what I said with my glasses on. All right? Put your glasses back on, Shannon. You about to be in another lawsuit, Shannon. Put your glasses on, man. You still part of BT. Just showing you they all going down. All right, now let's speed it up from all that nonsense. Let's get into the real shit. Matter of fact, check this out. Everything will be timestamped. Dude, this guy right here, you see this man? Look at this man. He looked exactly like when you know damn well you messed up in school and you know your parents come home, you know you're gonna get your ass whipped. And that's the look when they come in the room with that belt. But I want you to see this, a grown-ass man that was supposed to be a gangster. So to make a lot of things clear, for people that do not get it through their head, the streets are dead. That whole fake gangster stuff is over with. That's why yesterday I was telling the youngsters, don't believe in this fake gang stuff. Go work for Homeland or some shit. Do something else. Because this right here ain't about nothing. All right? This guy's supposed to be a straight tough guy. Look how he cried. Mama, look at him. Dude slayed the lady, found her son hiding, gave him 2 to the head, and now he's crying. He got caught for slaying a woman and her child, and now he crying like that. I'm just showing y'all this is the world we in now, y'all. I'm also trying to give the young people the example of the streets are dead. Don't believe those fairy tales no more. If you believe that, you might as well believe Jack and Jill went up the hill and all that other stuff. All right, that's where we at right now. All right, mama. You see him, right? No, man. No, y'all. Let's go to the real world, man. Let's go. Nah, this right here is funny. I didn't have no clue it was flooding like that. Nobody don't say nothing. See, that's another thing too, man. Everybody train with these cities. Everybody talking about LA. That's why I'm sick of y'all, man. Man, we've been talking about Los Angeles forever, man. And we're going to talk about the riots, all this nonsense. Like, People want to keep talking about a place that's in the desert with all these people been living at their whole life. Half of them, a lot of them been illegal. They got their own shit. Meanwhile, it's other people straight dying, getting wiped out, flooded out, all that shit. We talking about California. Still. And we're going to look at today how they participated in destroying their own neighborhood, because back in the 90s, Rodney King, Ice-T, Ice Cube, they were gaslighting for them to destroy their own neighborhood. And the proof is, y'all, since they destroyed their neighborhood in California, it was never built back up. I'm talking about for the black people. That's what we talking about. My point is this. They want me to focus on California. Meanwhile, it's rivers overflowing. The Midwest catching straight hell, y'all. Now, what people also don't get, power outages. These are the things we spoke about through every flood. It was flooded in Ohio. Every spot that was flooded recent, people forget that part. Power, no power, but the power's out for months because all of this stuff is messed up. So when we spoke about how the numbers been decreasing online and there's a lot of people not around no more. I'm gonna keep showing you. But the thing that tripped me out is I did not know this horrific stuff was happening. It was so low key. All right, let's go. Let's go what's going on, man. When I say, yo, just pray it ain't you next. Wisconsin flooding. Now this is the thing. In America, it's low key, right? Look at Hindustan Times overseas. This just me showing you that everything is the same around the world. Showing you that everybody's up to date, y'all. When I'm showing you this New World Order thing, now things are happening here in America, but I'm showing you overseas, they on it like regular news. Now this is also a shot to show you. Now everybody focus on California. Now, if you did not know that the Midwest been getting super flooded out, here's your example that some people be in America and they be straight sleep, but people overseas be knowing exactly what's going on in America. See what I was telling you? And that's what I was telling y'all about this new thing that's going on. Yeah. When I talk about that foreigner stuff, the way the New World Order work, where you could be a foreigner on your own land, meaning you don't even know what's going on. Yep. So look, no, y'all, let's go. Nah. Not only are people, we don't know numbers, we don't know nothing. We know nothing. But one thing you know for a fact, people getting evacuated, evacuation declared, state of emergency, people property getting ruined. And like I was talking about all these things, simple stuff like this happens and you don't know what's next. When you coming home from work, but before you get home, you didn't know that your neighborhood got condemned with a flood and they blocked it off and they said nobody can't come in the neighborhood. Now what you gonna do? All your stuff in that house. This is the real world, y'all. This was going on. All right. So a lot of this stuff is not promoted like me. That I didn't know. I check the news every day, y'all. As far as TV, no, y'all. That's what I was telling you. Everything is focusing on certain things. Mad, anger, politics, all this other stuff. Meanwhile, people suffering. You see that, right? This in real time, y'all. People car ruined, life ruined. Then I look at stuff different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if all them people got out their car. I don't know what it is. This could be the day after, the night of. It could have been higher than that. I don't know. But I know one thing. This the real world. All right, Michigan, Wisconsin, all them states been catching hell. St. Louis, Kentucky. I already know what's up, y'all. A lot of people are not good. This also applies when we spoke about that homeless crisis. This is part of it. A lot of these people, they're going to be homeless. All right. Meanwhile, right, everybody's supposed to just focus on California. See that? Now you see how this picking and choosing thing go, this media thing go. Now let me show you something else. I like to be very petty for racist people. See the bridge? People want me to worry about illegals, not them. See that? They want me to worry about illegals. I'm going to say this again, y'all. This is the facts. These are the facts of the whole thing. People got to understand. If you didn't do anything, you have nothing to worry about. That's in any state, any place, any neighborhood, any situation. If you didn't do nothing, you have nothing to worry about. So I don't need people telling me about this, that, and the third. This ain't back in the day. People still talk about, well, you know, martial law. If martial law came my neighborhood right now, what the fuck it got to do with me? I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing because I ain't no criminal. I ain't no fucking illegal. No, you're taught to think like a criminal. You're taught to think like a foreigner. Only people that got something to worry about, they should be the only ones scared. It don't matter where you from. All right. So when I tell you no more boogeyman games, it's 2025. Really about to be 2030. You stuck in the past. You scared of the boogeyman. Whoever believe that shit, that what? Everybody's supposed to be scared and panic because illegals get rounded up. Huh? That's what they call. It's about illegals. Period, y'all. It ain't got to do with nobody else. This ain't about no migrants. Now we be talking about illegals. That's simple. All right? So the real people know what's up. Now I say that for a reason, y'all. Because like I said, see, nobody cares about them. Far as we know, they wiped out. Far as we know, they had to run out their car and they stuck. Huh? But people want me to worry about illegals in California. No, California, been putting a spotlight on them for a long time because they're the home of Hollywood. They're the home of a lot of stuff. But I'm trying to tell people, the world is bigger than California and they time been up. I told y'all already how it's going to go down for them. All right? I even told people, if you smart, you better leave. I already told them that. And this ain't nothing personal. What's up, Mally? And all you got to do is know the ways of the world, y'all. I told people all you got to do is know the script. Your script been written already. So, far as we know, they strategy. See that kid right there? We don't know what happened to them. They want me to worry about illegals, y'all. So I'm going to keep showing you this going on right now as we speak. As we speak. People getting ruined, y'all. And on top of that, y'all see how dirty and nasty that water is. So nobody know what kind of water that is. See that? Water in people's house. Straight, this shit could be straight, parasite, all that. But all people got to know is once that it's over. When that water's in your town, in your hood, your neighborhood is condemned, y'all. You gotta leave the property, man. This house, this property is ruined. The electric is ruined. It's gonna get condemned. Also, don't get it twisted. There's also a good reason for that landlord to say goodbye. Especially when you in these situations like this, you laid on your rent, you going through your little stuff, whatever. This how it's called mass evacuation, y'all, and nothing you're gonna do about it. And the building has to go into repair. So this is happening right now as we speak. As you've been hearing about a lot of homeless stuff. See, when you see the boats, you know what's up. Plus, I also know something else. I know how things are set up. I know which neighborhoods also flood the most. Yes, it's always been like that. Certain neighborhoods always flood the most. That's why in modern time, hopefully a lot of people, when you look for homes, you look into stuff like that because smart people know that. Yes. Also, over the past 10 years, a lot of people have been moving, selling their homes because they have been figuring out through watching the news and other things when they told everybody that the tides are going to be rising throughout certain years. And as years go on, water levels going to be increasing and certain neighborhoods going to flood more. I've been heard all this stuff. I'm not a homeowner, but I know about this stuff. But some people didn't know. Guess what? You was going to the realty place. They was tricking you on purpose, giving you houses and environments that they know flood. Now, let's speed it up. I'm also going to show y'all analytics things of being able to see things, right? Like me, I know what's up. I don't got to know what city or town that is. If it's flooded, first thing first, I already know that's the urban community. Draining different. On top of that, to prove it, I know tinted cars, all the tinted out windows. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's how I know. But this is how the hood get evacuated. All those cars broke down, which means car note on it. Ain't my fault. Hopefully you had insurance, but I don't know if they cover water. But this how people's life become ruined, y'all. And we know it's hectic because people also got to remember, people don't get, we watching the after effect. When they on the boat, that's after. That's really them doing search and recovery. That's really what that is. So these things might happen at night, but they don't come out till the morning. You don't know what happened. You don't know how high that water was. See, but I know how to look at stuff. Like, look, if you look at that median next to the van, you'll see the water was higher than that. See, the water was higher than that. So that's why I be telling people in certain situations, you don't know what happened. But all you got to know is this: people not in their comfort zone. A lot of people are not online. If this happened to you, your city got condemned, electricity, everything shut down, would you be on your phone like that? Even if you could get juice somewhere, or would you be worried about fixing your life? This is what we're talking about when the numbers are starting to shorten all around us. Yes, on a lot of different things. This also applies when we talk about this BT thing, y'all. You're going to see everything is consistent of loss, money, people loss. Viewership. All this shit got to do with something, y'all. Yes. So, for people that didn't know, look in this home, ruined. Your home ruined. Furniture, ruined. Electricity, done. House, done. Done. Now you got to spend all this money to get your house right, y'all. So this is reality for people, man. The American dream could be your nightmare. But not only that, look at the dirty water, y'all. There's no telling what that water is. Straight waste, all in your house. So this is going on right now as we speak. And they want me to just focus on California. I just hope nobody in California don't get hurt. And I hope nobody that's innocent don't get caught up. But other than that, hey, look, we're going to talk about a lot of hypocrisy today, y'all. They want me to care about California now because of illegals, y'all. But they didn't want me to care about California when they were spraying each other up, gang banging. You feel me? They need to stop it, y'all. Them days over with. All right? Because Ice-T getting dragged. He's over with. Icecube, he's finished. Yes. And the next thing I'm going to say is I think the big three going to be canceled soon. Yeah, he's going to have to go on YouTube too. Let's go. All right, so we don't know what happened, y'all. But one thing you do know, a lot of losses took place. You got Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan. All these people taking losses, y'all. Power out. Nobody knows nothing. So now you see what we was talking about yesterday, how they need a lot of help. When they was talking about Homeland Department, or they need people. Now you see why, right? There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different states. Now, just to let y'all know, it's only about illegals. Don't get it twisted neither. This where the illegals, all these states where illegals be at, just to flood their ass out too. Hey, even though it's natural disasters, any illegals in these cities, it will make it easier to catch their ass. Simple. Look at it like it was illegals in these cars and they got out and ran. All right, because this is a way to catch their ass too. Don't get it twisted. This so nobody can run. This so no drugs can't move. Hey, this so if we've been surveillancing them for trafficking, they can't run. There's a lot of stuff with this. This the clue right here. I'll tell you, these right here be officers. Looking like regular, like, they look like, basic ass search and rescue. Let's go back to the search and rescue people. They look like regular, they look like regular cops or regular helpers, but some of them be Homeland Security. Hold up, where that picture at? They be Homeland Security, y'all. And that's how they play the whole game. But you see right here, now you also, what I'm showing you right here is, this is them blocking the perimeter. So you see the fire trucks, that mean that whole neighborhood back there condemned. That mean ain't nobody coming back around, none of that, because it's labeled condemned. Don't matter what you got going on in them houses, in that area of business. As of this moment, that mean that whole area condemned. So this is what I mean. While you could leave, come back, and you can't even get back home. Now you just stuck, and that's how it go. You just stuck. Area, and this when they say what you got to come with us, because they got the excuse me, ma'am, you can't go back the perimeter. Plus you got the kids with you, all this stuff. So that's how it be set up, y'all. Where it be condemned. But like I said, these right here. See, also this right here is how. It could be Homeland disguised as this too. So this is how they roll. They'll look like regular people, but they be on them boats. This is the people doing the search and rescue and trying to catch people after the fact, walking around, criminals trying to steal, breaking car. This is what all this about, y'all. This is going on right now as we speak. So let's speed it up. Y'all gonna see it for yourself, y'all. Let's go. Top of the tight body. What's up, View Star? What's up, Matt? What's up, everybody? What's up, Randy? Dramatic, what's up? All right, check it out, y'all. We got to go into it, man. Ice Cube is standing with the immigrant families who have been targeted by the recent U.S. Immigration and Customs. See that? The question is, who's standing with BET? No, y'all, I told you they all in on it. Ice Cube know it's about the world now. He know who's not important no more. I don't got to cater to them no more. But if I want to still make money, I better cater to these others. Somebody, shit, I better cater to somebody. I need viewership. Big Three, War of the Worlds. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Trash this new show, too. Ice Cube is standing with the immigrant families. First of all, if those immigrant families are legit, they're not going nowhere. They're not in no trouble. So that's why it's being said, Ice Cube, are you standing with illegals? Because immigrants don't need you. They all right. No. In California, y'all the most to participate at making money off them. Ice Cube, I want to bet my life. I want to put my head under a guillotine. I'm willing to bet you don't have no black Americans working at your estate. I bet you don't got no black people working on your property. I'm willing to bet you don't. I'm willing to bet all the help you pay for is somebody else. Plus, you know that you in California, you got to make California money. You know your fans, and you know you have to cater to everybody. But you no longer could sell the black card, Ice Cube, and you know that. That's the part you know. So we're going to talk about a lot, y'all. When I was young, I believed Ice Cube, y'all. I was brainwashed by him when I was young. It goes back to Boys in the Hood, stuff like that. I thought he was real. Meaning, I thought he actually loved black people. I thought he was for that. I thought he was about what he say. No, y'all, no. Ice Cube job was to promote hate. A lot of things in us was taught, y'all. It was embedded in our soul. But what you got to understand is they don't believe that shit. They don't live like that. This man made a song called Horny Little Devil. He acted like at one point he was with the Nation of Islam. He did a lot, y'all, to promote a certain black mentality. Because they understood that pro-black was a gimmick. Money. Conscious. Money. The biggest money maker in the 90s was consciousness. It was gangster rap and conscious. Which one? Pick one. Ice Cube went from gangster rap to conscious rap. He picked both. I know this whole thing, y'all. You should too. You should too. All right? First of all, they both actors. From where? He's from Hollywood. Born and raised. I also assume that Ice Cube is Joe Jackson's son until he proved me wrong. All right? I don't believe nothing he say. But now what's this what I'm going to say? Let's go. They gaslit the Rodney King thing before, y'all. A lot of us know some of this stuff. NWA and them was the match before all this happened, but really what was happening, they was gaslighting. After police, they gaslit the whole thing, which means somebody knew eventually some riots was coming. Their careers are built around the LA riots. They monetized off it. Who that? Ice-T, Ice Cube, all of them. NWA is part of their legacy. But what people don't comprehend, which you should, is that was the last time the blacks in Los Angeles actually had their own black neighborhood. That was for real. Meaning, scratch that. After that, they never really owned too much of nothing. Because it was the original blacks that bought those homes in South Central that were from the South that built those communities up. But the Rodney King incident showed their offspring and their youngsters destroying their city, destroying their own shit. And they shit didn't never get built back up. But Ice Cube, Ice-T, all them LA rappers was with the shit, gaslit the shit, and then dipped off. And then Ice-T sat at his mansion in the hills watching over y'all the whole time. Because they the gatekeepers of LA. Now, to this day, they still gaslighting stuff, y'all. See that? No, y'all, I told you, man. People was taught failure. Burning down your own neighborhood, y'all. That is the dumbest thing you ever could do on the planet. That's like, so you know why people don't get it now? This is how simple it is. You got a farm. Everybody got a farm. And you get mad and everybody burn their farms down. Or, hey, even if you didn't own a farm, fuck it. You got beef with the man that owned the farm, you burn the farm down, but you just cut everybody's food off. Now we got to go to another farm or the same type of man. My point is this. You burnt your neighborhood, but you still got to go to another neighborhood just like that to spend that money. Meaning you got to spend the money with the same people you call yourself burning down the neighborhood. But then what about grandma that had to get a prescription and need her stuff from the store? What about the people without no car, things like that? No, y'all got tricked to burn down your own neighborhood, and y'all still doing it. How? LA is the home of dysfunction, only for one people, y'all. And what people don't get, this is how it works. After they burnt the hood down in, more migrants flooded LA. That's how it worked. Lock their ass up, got them to burn their neighborhood, lock them up, got them gangbang, kill each other. That's Los Angeles. Kill each other, lock them all up, burn their neighborhood down every time. Every time they do that, we bring in more. Filipino, everybody. That's right. No, y'all, this was the biggest fuck up over a dumbass Negro named Rodney King. All right? No, this is what they think of them. Ice-T and Ice Cube. This is why I still can't take Facebook serious. See Ice Cubes and Ice-T and Mr. T? No, y'all. Everybody's going to get smoked. Everybody's being humiliated, man, because they have went too far. They won't shut up. All right? Now, Ice Cube is standing with immigrant families who have been targeted. No, ain't no immigrant families targeted. This shit towards illegals, nigga. Huh? This is what this about. So I'm going to let all y'all brainwashed people get it right today. You're going to get it right. It's not about nobody but illegals. Illegals. And this also is for anybody, people getting scared. Some people, you might have been, don't get scared. It's not about, if you work and do the right thing, don't be scared. This is about illegals. Now, they also said that if you was to check in, you could have got sent back home and got the right paperwork to come back. But some people didn't do that. But they also know what Ice Cube and them not telling you. Let me show you how easy this is, y'all, because Ice Cube, he's finished, y'all. He's an idiot. Meaning he should have never said that. Ice Cube is standing with the immigrant families who have been targeted. Stop right there. These are illegals. Once again, y'all, all you got to do is be smarter than a fifth grader. If these illegals got family in California, where they going to sleep at? If they got family in California, where are they going to hide at? Now I'm talking about the 10 at their good family member's house, right? Their family that's legit, the good ones. Don't it make sense to go hide at your cousin's house, Rodriguez? Okay. It makes sense, don't it? Duh. So what is Ice Cube talking about? No, if they knock on that family door and that family's legit, they got nothing, meaning they coming for your family member if they're fucking illegal. That's what it is. But then again, didn't it happen to you already? You want me to feel sorry for them? I know mothers that got kicked out their project home because their son committed a felony and lost everything. I know people that lost their Section 8 because of what somebody else did. So I don't care about illegals. I'm sorry, that's not my fight. I was not trained to fight. I don't get paid for that shit. Meaning, I'm going to break it down to you what it is, foreigners. All right? Now, I know people that lost their home harboring criminals for less. I know people got put out because they son sold drugs, but he didn't get caught in their house neither. He might have got caught in the neighborhood, in the project, but not in their house. They got put out. Nobody said nothing. So why do I care about them? No, it's their turn. Don't you get it? Everybody get their turn, y'all. No, y'all, I told you this is not when that's why I say I love my people that know what's up. I told y'all before the summer, some people gonna have their worst summer miserable and they gonna want you all in their shit. When I told you before this year started that California gonna get nothing but hell. And I told y'all it was always California gaslighting the whole America. This is why now I get to show you. They live in the desert. They don't live like us. Their whole life is different. And they grow up around way more spread out people, immigrants. And the thing about California, which is so real, all of the immigrants are respected more than them, and got more power, and got more businesses, and got more clout, and got more everything. And that's the truth. So I told you, those blacks out there are the most disgruntled to spread that shit over here. See that? We used to spread good shit that way. That rap music and everything else. Fashion trends. See all that green? Green mean good. Yeah, we was spreading that good. They from the desert, y'all. What the fuck they gonna give us? If they ain't got none of that good weed, huh? That's about it. I'm telling you the truth. Other than that weed, they just get you high bullshit. Because I'm just telling you, it ain't like that for a reason. And also think about them burning this shit down. It's a reason, y'all. They the most disgruntled. Because when you living out there, look where the fuck you at, and everything expensive as hell. What the fuck you think you gonna have, y'all? Meaning, why are they talking to me about illegals? No, y'all need the illegals. Know why? Y'all need them for y'all plugs. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have had no money. That's one thing. They've been keeping them drugs coming in. A lot of stuff, man. I know who run that shit. They always ran California. So, only thing y'all specialize in California is black on black crime. Banging on each other, whether on the internet, whether anywhere you go at. That's what y'all do. Meanwhile, I told y'all already, y'all don't want no smoke with them no kind of way, and you know that. So Ice Cube, he know he still want their money. So he trying to make it like he's siding with them. But all I was telling y'all, this ain't the time for all of that. I just spoke about all this shit yesterday. Ice Cube, if you born and raised from this soil, what the is wrong with you, asshole? But then again, Ice Cube, have we ever saw you go this hard for so-called black people? The gimmick you always using? All right? One day we will be done with this lame-ass topic. All right? Yes, we will. Trust me on that, y'all. It's just that when I said they won't go away, I know every time they open their mouth, they're going to shoot themselves, and it's going to be part of them burying themselves. When I tell you, nobody after Diddy, this game is over. Suge in jail, Ice Cube, all of y'all, Eazy-E dead, all of it together. These are the illegals, y'all. So when you hear illegal, this is what you think. Ain't no goddamn regular people. What are their crimes? Sex trafficking, kidnapping, selling death, period. They not from here. Come here, sell the death I want. Screw y'all. Get my money, go back home. Meanwhile, hopefully 100,000 y'all done OD'd already. Huh? Let's go. Ice Cube, Ice T. Here, I'm also showing y'all rap. When I say stuff like, it don't matter how much you love rap, I say everybody don't feel the same way about rap. And I also said rap is the biggest joke. I'm just going to keep giving y'all updates. You the joke. Ice T is still your OG. Ice Cube is still your OG, bro. When I be talking like that, I be talking to the older cats, man. Yeah, because they go hard for these people. Yep. So that's why I say that, man. Ice T. Now, look, y'all. Ice T done sealed his own fate with this one. That's it. Ice T said something about 47, and that's it for him. And my point, he said it at the wrong time, because now what Ice Cube, Ice T is doing, what they really doing, they're turning their own fans against them. I'm gonna throw it at you again. When I was saying stuff like it's over for all of them because they lost their pop fans, that's now happening to Ice T and Ice Cube. Y'all forgot. He had a lot of white fans, y'all. He had a lot of white fans. Y'all forgot that part. So they done pissed all their white fans off and everybody else. Meaning the ones that made them iconic, those are the ones finished with them. Because they didn't get what's going on. So Ice-T on Don. This is what he say. We already know I don't give a F about that clown ass motherfucker. What's more scary is his followers. Bingo. That's what did it. When he said what's more scary to him is his followers. Bow. That's what did it, y'all. So remember I was telling y'all this ain't just about no president. When I said they tie him up for a lot of reasons, I said it's not just because of the president. It's because of the people that voted for him, they tired of hearing they shit. That's not get to prove it. Now, it's while Ice-T done blew his own head off. He disrespected the people that voted, calling them followers, but he really saying the people behind the shit, they the ones be scared of, but what he not realizing, they the ones online every day. They are the ones putting in all the work to slay everything. When I said it's attack on BT, and we went through it all, and I showed you that the plan is to destroy it all, and they got people working around the clock every day. But Ice-T didn't get the message, y'all. So, Ice-T was one of y'all favorites. He was my favorite when I was young. Like I say, when I talk about them, y'all, 12, 13, stuff like that. Ben peeped them out. They said, but it's not that. They thought they were going to keep lying and playing the black card forever. Same thing with Ice-T, a lot of y'all. You have no proof that Ice-T is black at all. If I asked you to prove to me he's black, you couldn't prove it, guys. Sorry. He just does what? Black talk. You couldn't prove to me he's black if I asked you to, guys. Huh? But you're going to see who got rich off that talk. That's what. Only reason why I talk, if I say anything about blackness, I'm only coming from the perspective of how it was a money maker. It was a vehicle. Everybody used and abused it, but now they don't want to do it no more. All right? And they all got rich off of it. And they didn't teach everybody about diversity. That's all I'm saying. They didn't teach that, y'all. They taught hate, but they love white people. But they didn't teach you that. All not to say, that's my whole point. Get it? You also got the proof that they were puppets on strings to push narratives. If I told you part of me growing up rebellious, I know what happened. A part of it's going to be Ice-T, a part of it might be Ice Cube, because that's what they pushed. Gangster, gangster, gun, gun, gun. F the police. F the police. They put in my head already. They put in your head. So you old, grown as hell, you still looking at the police shady, scary, like a little kid. Police trying to get me. Fool. That's where it come from. All right? All right? Meanwhile, this man, he went and put a finger on the police because we know the truth. When I spoke about the big joke was, he got a 20-year career at what? Law and Order, playing a cop. That's what I say. We been spoke about Ice-T. Now, Ice-T comment. What you think about the president? We already know I don't give a about that clown-ass motherfucker. What's more scary is his followers. Ice-T, that's not a comment. You supposed to say what you really think about him. But here's what they think about you and your great-grandfather of rap, Ice-T. He about 65. Let's go. So they think about Ice-T now, y'all. He's over with. He's over with, man. Also, the secret joke, he's not a gangster rapper. He's a Teletubby. He's soft. All right? No, y'all. But people don't get what make this funny. It's their own fans turning on them now, y'all. That's what's happening, man. Some of white America that grew up off Ice-T, they the ones slaying his ass. Y'all forgot Ice-T was doing rock and roll, heavy metal. No, man. You believe Ice-T bullshit. You believe he a black OG, all this shit a rap, man. Man, get that shit out of here, man. No, character, man. Ice-T's character was to play the conscious, streetwise black man in the rap game. Even though he was in a Hollywood movie back in the day called Breaking, and he was a nobody. Yup. Know the Hollywood game. Ice-T, how did you really end up in Hollywood movies? You got a lot of stories, bro. All right? Don't forget, Ice-T also said, I've been on Ice-T. He said his whole gang in California was bank robbers. You know, my homies in the pen, you know, I still talk to my homies in the pen, and they say, yo, Ice, man, you just need to chill and write your raps, man. Don't do the street stuff. So, Ice-T, you telling me you was with the gang, they robbed banks, all of them in jail, but not you? There's no such thing as a bank syndicate and everybody don't go to jail. I knew that. All right. That's one thing. But when you see who Ice-T really was, which I already knew because he's told me already, I knew he wasn't with no gang robbing banks. Straight liar. Now, let's get back into it. Excuse me, y'all, because, excuse me. A little something I wrote back in 1989, freedom of speech. So as you see, not only was he using the president for clout, he was trying to promote his old music. I want y'all to see how I look now. See? This is a little something I wrote back in 89. You see, he's still trying to push his old shit, right? But what he pushing? Body Count, the rock and roll album he did, heavy metal. So this is what I mean by these are part of the fans also turning on his ass. Yes. This is what I'm trying to show you. People that's in tune. Ice-T and the rest of them still think it's the old era because Ice-T, another one, he only sustained all these years because of law and order and social media. He works on his bitch every day too. But he don't get, this is not the era where you're just going to say what you want to say no more and use it for a gimmick. That's what I'm also showing you what they've been doing for years. I've been uncovering this stuff to y'all. Look, start controversy, and the president F that mother effer. Then, yo, check out my new album, man. Yo, matter of fact, check out this shit from back in the day, y'all. Trying to get streams. Still trying to push the brand. Don't see, I'm showing you this is what they've been doing. But now it's backfired. Check it out. This is what they think about Ice-T, man. T. Wee Herman, man. Ice-T respect is out the window, y'all. He's finished. T. Wee Herman. This also gangster rap being dragged. Y'all watching it, y'all. You watching gangster rap being dragged in your face, man. It's disgrace, y'all. It's disgrace. 100% disgrace. There's nothing nobody gonna do about it. Rest in peace. Well, we did the eulogy the other day, man. So y'all see, right? Mind you, I showed you the Diddy situations. Family, it's on so many people. It's not gonna stop, y'all. It's never gonna stop. They are so destroyed in this whole thing. They just done, y'all. They're done. They finished. I just love the people that been tapped in with this channel because y'all get it clear. When I told you they all gonna be finished, when I said it's all of them, when I said one by one, first the rappers, I said it's gonna keep going down. It's a big pyramid. Now, what else is the epic thing? Y'all know out of nowhere, I was just talking about Ice-T going into his beginnings with Quincy Jones. And I was telling y'all how Ice-T was trying, he fronted his whole career like he was never under Quincy Jones. He under Quincy Jones. Telling y'all, man, they were the gatekeepers of rap. Him, LL, stuff like, you get it? Yes, y'all. No, y'all, that's why they're going to get dragged because they thought they was going to take money to the, I'm going to ask y'all again. See how blind and everybody was so fucking dumb. Prove to me Ice-T is black, y'all. Prove it. When I say anybody can be black, anybody can rap, Ice-T is also my proof. Prove it. And I like to use Ice-T as proof because he's been around 50 years. Prove to me he black, y'all. What is Ice-T? An actor. I said anybody can what? Be black because you can act black. Prove to me Ice-T black, y'all. I'm still waiting. No, you ain't getting off the hook on this one, bro. Huh? California. Come on, California. You mean to tell me he gaslighting, they gaslighting for y'all to riot again? Really? Wow. Ice-T, the rapper that sang Cop Killer. I know your family's grieving. F him. See? Look at that man. They call him a hypocrite. He the main one was gaslighting. See? He the one that gaslit a song called what? Cop Killer. He was teaching the brothers in L.A. to slay cops. Get them locked up in life. Get their head blowed off. Make mama miss her son. That way they promote it. Meanwhile, he working for them the whole time. Meanwhile, he wanted them the whole time. No, y'all, I already said. We've been, man. The joke is on us. Y'all don't get, we just been through an era of rapping police, man. They were rapping cops, man. They were rapping police. They were bigger than police. That's why I say the joke been on us, man. From him to Jay-Z. And then they laugh when everybody was talking about no snitching. No, we talking about that. And they like, we the goddamn feds. They love our lyrics. They have no fucking clue. Get it? That's what they did. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I love to expose the truth of this shit. See that? That's you, bro. You still a fucking Teletubby. You ready to grow up yet? Are you still believing in rap? Every couple weeks, I got to ask y'all that. Are you still believing in this shit? Even though he's tied in with who? Bambata. 100% Africa Bambata. He was 100% Zulu Nation. Because Zulu Nation was to take up, they was the gatekeeper gang to protect them, the punks. All right, we're not going there today. Here's the thing about rap. Bro, is that you in your household? When you be talking out your mouth, your kids look at you as a big-ass Teletubby? Shut up, Dad. Whatever, man. I do what I want to do. Well, I told you, keep talking that rap shit. That's how you're going to look. Keep using it. I'm just going to keep showing you, man. All right? They're not playing with them. Icespice tea. And to prove to y'all, we're going to keep looking at how these memes are so professional, man. I don't know how to do this stuff. I don't do this stuff. If I did, I'd probably get distracted doing this shit all day. No, y'all, this means the point of no return. It means that Ice-T is being so disrespected. Remember, he's supposed to be one of y'all OGs. He's supposed to be one of y'all leaders of rap, Los Angeles. Here's what they think about him. Hey, man, I told y'all laugh. It's okay to laugh. That shit in California has nothing to do with us. We read last year where somebody said they hope California fall off the fucking map. I'm saying, I know what's going on, y'all. No, that's the home of gaslighters, the home of actors that started shit. They made the whole America hate each other. They made the whole America fight. They made the whole America militant. They made us all be some other shit, man. They the ones behind. Yo, y'all, if we all got offline, California would die today. They would die today. If we all logged off and said, fuck the internet, do that shit in trash, it'll just be them in Northern California, Silicon. They'll be the only ones online left. And we'll be outside. They'll still be out there. Where you at? That's them, y'all. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm starting to feel bad. I started just realizing this shit. As time went on, I started to peep. Yo, they really some miserable, depressive motherfuckers. They always mad. But when I learned the science of those night skies with the palm trees, it actually makes you more depressing when you're not part of that society. It's more depressing. Same thing with Miami, Florida. When you in sunny skies, palm trees, and you pour, it's more depressing. Yes. But people in Florida, Miami, they still be chilling. Some people in California mad, y'all. That's why I like to show you the American map, where you will see when you grow up around all that desert and you don't learn nothing else, you're going to be black. You're going to take up for illegals. Meanwhile, all the blacks over here. See why that's why they're delusional. See, the truth is they talk all this black talk. All the blacks on this side. They talk all that black talk, y'all. But in reality, they're boxed in by mountains, hills, and caves. It's the truth. They was in the world by themselves is what I'm showing y'all. They was always in the world by themselves. I love y'all to death, but it's the truth, man. All right? All the black people over here, man, Kansas, you see what I'm saying? All this other shit. All the way back. St. Louis, New York, all the blacks over here. What the fuck are y'all talking about? So I want y'all to see it's a reason why y'all kept getting tricked to burn down your own neighborhood, because they were really tricking y'all to say, get out of here. I wish y'all niggas get out of here. I wish they just go. All right? That's what it was. So that's why y'all purpose in LA was just to slaughter each other, burn y'all property down, and that's it. Now that's finished, they want y'all to go. But the thing is, the illegals going too. That's what's happening. You know what else they know? They know every goddamn drug dealer, gangbanger, get their drugs from them. This is also to cut off the California drug supply, to cut off the money of the hood. It's for all of that. It's about economics. Remember, follow the money. It's about the money, man. Yeah. Those people you're looking at, they not peons, y'all. No, those are cartel people. Things of that nature. Gang. Stuff like that. So the reason why I say that, because Ice Cube is standing with the immigrant families who have been targeted by the recent U.S. immigration. No, that's a lie. Only people being targeted is illegals. That's the proper name. Illegals, not immigrants. Immigrants is the word to gaslight. They're looking for illegals, not immigrants. I'm gonna ask you something else. What else? What you think happening to the gangs in California right now as we speak? See, I'm gonna show you how people brain think one way. Troops on the ground. Do you think the troops are just for Mexican cartels and People, that's what you think? No, everything getting wiped up. You forgot who got the AKs and all that? No, y'all. This is something Ice Cube should have shut up about. I'm saying it for a reason. Because they both have ruined themselves. Only thing with him, Ice Cube got a little leeway, but Ice-T, he made it personal. So he was talking about, he basically was trying to say people that voted for the president are idiots. So that's who he got beef with, and that's who making these memes on him. All right? They say, yeah, look, man. A little something I wrote. Anybody care what these two ass hats say? They calling this man an ass hat. This what they saying. They said, Ice-T, your opinion is no different from fucking Elmo, man. They call him an ass hat. Does anybody care what anyone of these two? So I'm just showing you, right? It's not going to stop. See, that's why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I know this shit ain't going to stop. And they going to keep it going. As of now, I don't think Ice-T going to be back on Law and Order, none of that shit, y'all. I'm dead serious, y'all. I'm not, and I think Ice-T going to lose the big three. All right? So, like I said, man, they not playing with them, y'all. They not playing with them. Bruce T. They saying, Ice-T, you an actor, bro. You full of shit. They saying, I'm off your family, if people can get this shit clear. They joking on the community saying, these the clowns y'all believe in, man. They telling you, man. One minute, they going to just put on this black outfit. 1 minute, they going to put on this gangster persona, but they just actors. They full of shit. And they telling you, man. They telling us straight up. This shit I be saying. They telling you, if you believe Ice-T, you better all believe in the Elmo, man. I told you they cartoon characters, man. That's the big joke. You believe in the Elmo, your whole characters, man. That's what they said. Y'all believe any fucking body, but they all the same. Elmo is a puppet on a string. Ice-T is a puppet on a string. The same shit. When I kept telling you, y'all, these are your characters like little toys that you didn't put up. But I said everybody know the joke. That's why he said that. Does anybody believe what any two of these ass hats say out their mouth? Nobody cares about none of them because they both a joke. They both puppets. Ice-T is no different from goddamn Elmo. Meaning, you're not supposed to take them serious. That's it. All right? That's what they think about Ice-T. The T in Ice-T stands for turkey gyro because he is a huge fan of Arby's. All right? They say that man love meat. Period. They just he getting destroyed. There's nothing he gonna do about it. Blah, blah, blah. The startling thing I can say that will get me attention. Basically saying he clout chasing. And maybe some SJW points. Ice-T is irrelevant. Nobody cares what he thinks. See that? He got people, they on his ass now, y'all. So they tell him he's irrelevant. They telling him, Ice-T, nobody care what you got to say. Because the joke is he's speaking to gaslight black people. He's one of the people trying to keep it going of keeping black people divided, a.k.a. written out of American history. That's what he's trying to do. He's actually trying to gaslight blacks to fight and end up in alligator Alcatraz. All I'm trying to tell y'all this time is, y'all, I've been trying to save some of y'all. All I'm trying to tell people is this, y'all. If you go outside with that, because I'm also saying this real shit. I seen it. This is really why I'm talking about it, all jokes aside. I see Ice-T and Ice Cube gaslighting another riot, and I feel like if the next riot happens, they not going to jail. They ass going in camps. But I think we watching the start of this gaslighting that has nothing to do with us. But I do think in California, something going to pop off. And it's going to be all mixed up. Get it? And I'm starting to see that's what they gaslighting, y'all. Because you know what they're doing? They're trying to make the blacks in Los Angeles unify with the illegals, which is going to have the blacks in the street. You know, a lot of blacks in California gang affiliated, but that's to get them out the house, marching, spazzing out, wilding out, robbing, doing crazy stuff, and then they all going to jail. But they're not going to jail. They're going to go in camps. But in my opinion, that's the play. In my opinion, they gaslighting for LA to have an ultimate one last good one. The way it's looking to me, because on some real talk, I was like, at first I wasn't really laughing because I'm like, yo, I see what they doing, y'all. They trying to gaslight California people to riot. That's what they trying to do, y'all. Why I say that? It's not hard to figure out. They talking all this shit. The troops already on the ground, meaning the troops already on the ground. The troops already go. Everybody on the ground already gonna do their work, and you ain't gonna do nothing to stop it. But this where the gaslight coming at. Yo, y'all, they coming. Icecube, I'm standing with the immigrants. No, not immigrants, illegals. Now let me show you New York. Huh? East to West Coast. Let me show you what they showing. Let me show you what they saying in New York. Don't let the sob stories get to you. It's all they've got. All they got is sob stories. Let me say it again. Sorry ass Americans always feeling sorry for somebody else. Don't let the sob stories get to you. It's all they got left. Meanwhile, they was here getting a lot of money doing what they do. We're talking about illegals. What you're looking at is them in New York taking care of business. In Homeland in New York, wearing regular clothes. Putting their ass in that van. That's what you watching. But they was around there. They had a lot of them putting them in vans. That's New York. New York ain't doing that talking. One day we know about New York. When it's time to clean up, it's time to clean up. I know how this shit go. I always knew. When they cleaning that shit up, you better leave that shit. You will be swaddled up. That's one thing about New York City. When they say enough is enough, that's what the fuck they mean. And it's going to happen. I don't know why people didn't understand that yet. God learned that a long time ago. When they say enough is enough, that's it. Don't let the sob stories get to you. That's only in California. Sorry, y'all. Sorry to tell you that. And this is a warning to a lot of you so-called Black Americans. It's got nothing to do with you, dummies. Nothing to do with you. All right? This you right here, Rodney King days, burning your neighborhood down. Even though he was a goddamn junkie on Sherm. Yes, he was. Rodney King was the sacrifice to trick the blacks into destroying their own neighborhood. That's right. Because the truth is about their neighborhood back then, they had way more power over their communities back then. Back then, before Rodney King, it was really a black community in LA. That's when it was the real black communities. Yeah. But this when they destroyed their own shit. They destroyed everything. This made them separate. It made a lot of things happen, but yeah. So, let's go. Back to Ice-T. Like I said, they're not sparing him. Tommy T. Jones. Basically, giving us secret jokes. You know Ice-T is really white, right? I'm asking y'all again, Fantasy Land. Hey, especially you guys that talk that pro-black stuff. Can you prove to me that Ice-T is black? Can you prove it? What if I can show you people you call white darker than Ice-T? Hey, you know anything about a brunette? Let's go. Jamie T. Curtis. See what they call him? Jamie T. Curtis. This mean Ice-T word means nothing to nobody. This mean he is fucking done. He is a joke, y'all. He is finished. You have never seen your hip-hop heroes drag like this. But guess what? It's the payback of Tupac. Y'all forgot Ice-T said, I never liked Tupac anyway like that. So y'all, it's called payback. They all go get this. Jamie T. Curtis. Now, when I was talking about Ice-T, I said they all going broke. And I was going into how Quincy Jones put them on. Quincy Jones was tied in with Warner Brothers. His whole career was Warner Brothers. Through New Jack City, Warner Brothers. His music, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers were the big check writers back then for Hollywood, y'all. That's when he first got his money. He was a favorite pick to play the role of the gangster. But I told you they been fell off. He's in a commercial with who? Vivica Fox. They are the face of CARDI. This when but guess when I been started peeping, he was falling off. Y'all know I watched Law and Order. I been started to see they cut his roles out of Law and Order. So I been knew his roles started to dry up. Yes, they're gonna get rid of his ass. Why did they have Ice-T on Law and Order all these years? For black viewership. But what happened? Blacks don't watch Law and Order. Even though I broke down here on his channel. Since 2020, Law and Order, organized crime was going into all the sex trafficking rings and how they do it. And I think nobody was watching it. All you got to know is this is what Ice-T doing. This is what Ludacris doing. Vivica Fox. Also prove that a lot of y'all should shame Vivica Fox because I'm talking about the rainbow community. Vivica Fox was already the queen of that. She was already RuPaul. We just didn't know it. I have nothing against Vivica Fox, but I'm just going to show you that a lot of people in this game was already that, but they hid it. So him and Vivica Fox doing car shit commercials, and it's only to the fact that she's older that I was able to recognize it and do more homework when I noticed that last summer with Vivica Fox. But Ice-T, all of them always do that. That trans women have always been in Hollywood. This thing we've been looking at. And I'm just showing y'all, it's always been in our life. But now it's all being exposed of who they really are. Ice-T has to do car shield commercials. That's all you got to know. So this is another reason why people know he's a joke, y'all. All right, that's it. Meaning, what I said, he will turn to any character he has to. That's what they tell him. He's a joke. You're a joke. You're Elmo, you're Bruce Lee, whatever, Ice-T, you're Tommy T, whatever. Now you Mr. Car Shield. All right, meaning he's a nobody. Meaning, do not take his word for nothing, especially not black. Rapper Ice-T served 4 years in the Army and was squad leader for the 25th Infantry Cut Eye Division. See that? You don't know this man's military status? That man was the leader of an infantry. Maybe this what got him to be a rapper. See, you don't know Ice-T like that. You don't know his real history. Ice-T was never no gangster rap, no nothing. So I'm showing y'all this because Ice-T told me he used to run with a bunch of bank robbers in LA. And he used to run with them Crips. And they were bank robbers and they all locked up. And he told me his homies in jail still call him and they talk. Or would I be wrong if I assume that Ice-T is the one that put all their ass in jail? Ice-T, let me find out. You put a whole gang in prison and then became a gangster rapper after that. You was around the real gangbangers. You learned their ways. No, I learned about Los Angeles, y'all. The secret is they were showing us with 21 Jump Street. In the 80s, they started putting plants out there, y'all. I learned some of it through Ice-T's story, too, because he told me when he was young, he's from New Jersey. He's from an orphan family, don't know his parents. And he was talking about how he had to go to high school in Crenshaw. He had to go to high school. Like he was new. He wasn't from there. He had to go to school. But he didn't know I knew about how they've been slipping agents into California. See, in California, how they used to put agents out there, they put them out there young and early. So they actually grow up out there, but they be working young. Because remember, California is a lifestyle. See, California is not like New York. In New York, you can put an agent out of nowhere. Because that's how New York flow. But in California, if they got to be raised out there to an extent. And that's the trick of California, where most people out there is not from there neither. So my point is why I'm saying this. Ice-T was never from California. He was raised out there from a teenager. He was able to profit off that LA hat and that Raider hat. Because that was the gimmick back then. The hat claims the state, the city. You got the support, you got the fans. So they always knew that. And Ice-T capitalized off Los Angeles, but he's the main perpetrator at promoting gangster rap, cop killer. Whole time this man, rapper Ice-T, served 4 years in the Army and was squad leader. Not he was using the Army, he was squad leader. He had rank and clout, and he was in a special division, Infantry Cut Eye Division. Cut eye, I'm going to say you had something to do with spying and you was eyes. You was something. So he was somebody. Why am I saying that? I'm only saying that his rap lifestyle was never for real. Period. When people can get that, the rappers are actors from day one. Day one, y'all. And you're going to see somehow mostly all of them got college in their history or born from a preacher or their name is Raymond Usher the Fourth, Bartholomew the Third. They all come from good shit, y'all, the stars. They're all actors. All of them. Meaning they all low-key Hollywood babies. Yes. Ice-T, Ice Cube were favored by Hollywood when they were teenagers. Remember Ice Cube had that nice Jerry curl with finger waves when he was young? That's right. That's what y'all forget about Ice Cube. He came, we looked at the show, we looked at the picture of Ice Cube back in the day with a pink shirt on and them Jerry curls. No, Hollywood had fun with you back in the day, Ice Cube. I'm not stupid, bro. All right? You were their favorite. That's why you was able to handle the black department. But he acted like a gangster. He acted pro-black. He acted like a Muslim. When I said they are the ones that should get the awards. If anybody should get an Oscar, it is Ice-T and Ice Cube. What is wrong with y'all? No, it is the truth. It's the rappers. It's the black entertainers. They the ones should get the Oscars. All of the ones that did movies and play roles. Like this man should get in a goddamn eye. He should get one, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. He was able to act like an LA gangbanger. NWA. Then after that, he turned into a Muslim. He was with Farrakhan. Yup. Then after that, he turned into a movie man. But before that, he was an actor. Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning. He was an actor. Then he turned into a film director after that. Friday. What they say about Friday? He didn't pay them blacks. You mean to tell us Pops, John Witherspoon died and Ice Cube ain't give him his money before that? Nope. Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. He didn't pay that man nothing. See that? No, y'all, there's a lot of karma while they getting this smoke. So, you also got proof Ice Cube played the black card, but if I ask you, what did he really do for black people, y'all? No, screw that. What did he do for the blacks in Los Angeles? If I grew up in Los Angeles, I would know how hard it is in Los Angeles just to live. Why they didn't do nothing, y'all? And why, the number one question I want people to answer, the pro-black people, why is Ice Cube going out his way to tell me and you that he stand with the illegals? Ice Cube is standing with the illegals. He didn't say Ice Cube is standing with the blacks. Meanwhile, I don't care about that. Because all I know is in Michigan, people losing everything. People in Wisconsin, everywhere else losing stuff. See the people right there? I don't hear Ice Cube saying nothing about them. Ice Cube talking about illegals in California because that's where his money come from. But he not talking about them blacks in Michigan. Meanwhile, they might not got nowhere to go. Looking at their car flooded out and their neighborhood is condemned. And they got to get evacuated. See that? All right, then. You got your proof on Ice Cube in that black talk. So I'm going to rewind it again. When I said stuff like the black card is no longer respected, it's already ripped up, it's not going to work no more, I'm going to just keep giving y'all the examples to let y'all know that views and opinions are mine, but they just my views and opinions about what I see. That's really it, y'all. So you all get to see that this game they've been playing with race is not working no more, y'all. And this it's going to be it is now their destruction. Period. That's it. So this is what Ice Cube said, because that's what they don't clarify, y'all. See, you got immigrants, migrants, but you got illegal immigrants. Everything you're seeing is about illegal immigrants. So if you're not illegal, they have nothing to worry about. But if they are legal and they got illegals at their house, what you think gonna happen? Same thing happened to you when you was at your mama crib and they was looking for you and you had a warrant. Then they come to your mama house. What else are they gonna do to them? Same shit. Meanwhile, I know which community floods the most. I also know that's the hood because I see an infinity right there. See all them cars messed up? They got all them car notes, bank loans, debt, neighborhood evacuated. See that street sign? Power out. See the street light? Or should I say the stoplight, traffic light, power out. Cities condemned, y'all. If we was able to go to certain cities are ghost towns as we speak. As we speak, ghost towns. But I'm just showing y'all in real time how America's 50 states with many cities, they want me to just focus on illegals in California. Meanwhile, gotta play race. What if that's a whole black neighborhood and they all messed up? Who gonna say something about them? Hey, race. All right. So I'm gonna keep showing you that the country is diverse. Nobody cares about race. Nobody cares about no damn illegals. Understand that part. That's their old gimmick. That's their old shit. Remember? They're from the 60s, 70s. They were the ones to keep the black shit going throughout the 80s. The pro-black. Pro-black, criminal, jail, prison, death. That's it. Poverty. That's what they're about. All right, that's it. Ice Cube already stated. We are the Israelites. He's past slave nationality statuses. Bro, wake up. Yo, BS, woke, rap, and reggae. What they telling Ice Cube is, you're fake, you're phony, fool, you nothing but rap and reggae. Because when y'all talk that black talk, y'all basically just making music. Telling you right here, basically, they made it in a typo, y'all. That's why I couldn't read it the way it was. He passed slave nationality statuses, bro. Wake up. We up with your BS, woke, rap, and reggae. See that? I'm just showing you how. Also, they send it to Ice Cube and Ice Gov. I'm just showing you how people not buying his shit. This is somebody black telling him. 1 minute, you talking about we Hebrew Israelites. Then 1 minute, you with the black reparation movement, you just full of shit, Ice Cube. We're gonna just leave it at that, y'all. That's what they telling you. Also, I must let y'all know, all of these celebrities know Hebrew Israelite is a gimmick. They all know that. Yo, he said Hebrew Israelite. No, they all know that. Same way Kendrick Lamar was talking Hebrew Israelite, then after that he put on the crown of thorns. And nobody said nothing, right? Okay then. No, they all been making mockery, y'all, and they all a joke. What's up, Sister T? I'm just saying it for a reason, because this is California. That when I tell you, and from the top to the bottom, from the beginning to the end, these are the founders of California black entertainment in our era of the 90s with rap music, gangster rap, success, winning, movies, TV. That's them, y'all. So now you're seeing them be destroyed when I'm showing people all levels of this black entertainment, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, urban community, lifestyle, music, the soundtrack that goes with it. I'm just showing you how it's all together of so much disrespect. This is the proof it is not in glory. It doesn't matter. They got a hip hop museum. Nobody cares because they're disgraced. All right. But this what they promoting. Let's take another look back in time, y'all. This is the Rodney King riot. Them people neighborhood ain't been the same since. Them people have not had no power over their neighborhood since. Ice-T, Ice Cube was gaslighting all of them. Dr. Dre, all of them was with gaslighting those blacks to destroy their neighborhoods, y'all. And to this day, they don't know. They still worship them rappers, y'all. Yeah, we took all the Los Angeles rappers, put them together. Oh, Nipsey dead too, right? What was Nipsey trying to do? Nipsey was trying to do something like build his shit back up or something like that, right? I don't know. I think so. But smart people get it. No. This time, in my opinion, I see a stage being set for people to start going outside rioting. But this riot is going to be different. I don't think it's going to be rubber bullets. And I don't think nobody's going to no real jail. Because they did it already, y'all. They still didn't learn. If If this right here ruined their community, if they riot again, it will for sure be their exodus. I promise you that one. I see it already. All right? Hopefully people can see it now. Look at this shit. Look at this Rodney King shit. A drug head. Made people burn down their own community, but that was supposed to be successful. All right? You see that, right? Okay. I want people to see it now because it's 2025. Burning your own shit was actually a good job for somebody else. Especially the people that had insurance money on that. Y'all set up for the new blueprints, everything about to be built, which this brought new investments. That's right. New foreigners in your city with them businesses. That's right. And got some of y'all up out of there. Because this is what they don't get about when the neighborhood get remixed. Whenever a neighborhood gets rebuilt, the rent is going to go up. So California, if y'all could just riot one more time, hopefully, yeah. That's what Ice-T and them doing, y'all. They gaslighting on the riot. So it's a double whammy. Ice-T and Ice Cube are standing with the illegals. That's one thing. But the second thing is they're also igniting riot behavior. I'm going to break it down for you. Ice Cube and Ice-T are trying to gaslight blacks to be a part of a fight that has nothing to do with them. When the real blacks that smart should look at it like this. Well, shit, if them motherfuckers leave, that's more jobs for us. If these motherfuckers get out of here, ain't supposed to be here. Duh. Why your son can't work at 16 doing dishes? Because illegal was doing the shit. You forgot that migrants, illegals, was getting all low-level jobs. Y'all forget that. All low-level jobs go to them. But all low-level jobs in America, which some of y'all don't comprehend still, and it's sad, all low-level jobs in America are supposed to really go to young people. You know, in America, people's talking about, man, the old people had to start working again. The old people start taking the jobs from the young people. No, it's not that. The immigrants are taking all the jobs, the low-level jobs. Or the jobs that you don't want, those really for the teenagers, y'all. Told you this world is backwards. The main thing, when you start working as a teen, they supposed to be doing that 16, 17, 18, hotel work, cleanup work, janitor work, dishwashing, basic shit. Get their feet wet. Those are the basic jobs. That we going to say low level, but you don't get that. The migrants had the jobs, your kid on the street, trying to sell drugs, whatever he's doing, because he can't get no job. And they kept saying, ain't no job, ain't no job. No, it was fucking jobs. It's just that certain people had the jobs, and it was a monopoly of the jobs. All right? I saw it with my own eyes with a particular, I'm not going to put the restaurant on blast, but in the pandemic, remember everything got shut down? It was a restaurant I used to go to. It was blacks working there, whites working there. When C-19 hit, it got shut down. I came back. It was all foreigners working, period. So I've been what they was doing. Why? And that's also what made a lot of Americans was getting unemployment. They didn't want to go to work, but they didn't understand when y'all was getting unemployment, they were taking the jobs. They wanted you to sit home, get unemployment, but while you was doing that, the jobs getting taken. But y'all also forget that some of them were let in for working purposes. They were supposed to leave. Long story short, y'all, it was a chain of command in the country. That's why it's like that now, man. Parents, you struggle now because the kids supposed to really start working at 16, 17, 18, 19. They're supposed to already be working at 17, driving part-time. That's how it's supposed to be, y'all. Y'all know it's how it's supposed to be. We're not talking about what it is. Y'all know 16, 17, Foot Locker, they supposed to be doing that. But what happened, it is true. A lot of people not from the country was taking the jobs, and older people did start taking the younger jobs. That's what happened. But really, when we talk about all this crime in the street with the young people and the kids, all this stuff, they were supposed to be, they didn't grow up in this era getting jobs. They didn't. So we talk about people not working, it's a reason for that. Because, you know, working is taught. Working is groomed. You got people that's 24, but they've been working from 16, working from 17. They're 24, but they got 7 years experience, 5 years in. Because it starts from somewhere. But my point is this. The low-level jobs been taken. And it's a reason for that. So here's a low-level job for Ice-T. So if you don't believe he'll never in his life get a Hollywood check, here's your proof. Ice-T was prepping for life after Law and Order already. When I said, when they start doing commercials, that really mean their career is over. But for some of y'all been noticing they've been doing commercials. This when I showed y'all the point of Kevin Hart doing DraftKings. But I saw them doing T-Mobile commercials. I seen so many when I talked about Omar Epps doing a Zaxby commercial. People like, he still got a job. No, you don't get it. They didn't get in Hollywood to get no damn commercial job. They start out doing commercials as kids. No, that means they don't got no job and they got to put their pride to the side. That's what this means for Ice-T. Put that pride to the side, take that car shield job. All right. Meanwhile, y'all, now they want you to be messed up. When I say these things like Hollywood been destroyed, meaning their time is up. Not gonna go into the whole thing. It's the rich of Hollywood where a lot of this is about. It's just that the people under the rich believed them and were a part of the shit. But this whole thing was again about Hollywood, their influence, and all their influences that were negative has ruined the hearts of the people. So a lot of reasons why California catching this hell is not just that. It's just the point of it. They were the main state with division and the number one state of agendas. Now, if you want, California is the number one state of agendas in this country. That is period. Atlanta don't set the agendas. Florida don't set the agendas. Get it? Texas don't set the agendas of the country. No, it's California. And y'all know that through every election because they have a major influence on the country. So that's why you're going to see when they were in power for about 12 years, they influenced the whole country to be just like them. That's what we're talking about, y'all. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking about it is a reason for a lot of this shit. Why people think different. You're going to think different according to your environment. That's just what it is. And I'm just showing y'all that. They mentality, that is the home of hate. Hate, hate, hate. No. Shout out to my people in the South. All my people in the South know. You can see it now. I know Los Angeles has more hate than down South. What are you talking about? I would say Los Angeles has more Nazi couples than down South. What are you talking about? If you want to be technical, to this day, down South is the place where you will see the most mixed couples, period. Or what I say is you will see more mixed couples down South than in the North. You will see more mixed couples down South than in the West. The other spot you're going to see a lot of mixed couples is the Midwest. Those are facts. Those are facts. What else California forget about when they talk that pro-black talk? That it's a lot of biracial people. It is so many biracial people that have been born in this world, in this country. What about them? So I want to show you a lot of reasons why that black talk played out. No, you got to use black talk when that's all you got left, y'all. So now you see that Icecube and Ice-T, they don't got that no more. Sit. That's what they showing you. Y'all better off listening to Teletubbies. Y'all better off listening to Elmo. Because far as people concerned, all the people y'all listen to are goddamn characters in a joke. T. Wee Herman, which is the joke that rappers are rapers and you're perverts. That's the joke. They didn't use T. Wee Herman for no reason. Nope. Everybody know the code word of rappers, a raper, y'all. Everybody know that. They the Pied Piper. Why? They always singing a tune, y'all. They always singing a tune for you to follow. That's why they're called the Pied Piper, y'all. You see, we thought it was just rapping and microphones. You're going to see wherever they're at, wherever they talk, it's always going to be an agenda somewhere. That's what they do, y'all. That's their job. That's what they get paid for. They're going to play the music for you to follow, and you're going to be the one go to jail. You're going to be the one burn your neighborhood down. That's why they're the Pied Piper, y'all. That's why they're accused of gaslighting shit. The Pied Piper plays the music. He hides in the woods. They hide online in their house. gaslight you to destroy your neighborhood. You looking at the 92 Rodney King fire, y'all, that they wanted everybody to be proud of and keep it going. Meanwhile, it ain't been the same since. While that was happening, what else happening? Crack. Smack with that crack. They didn't know after they burnt the property in all them days of crack, they was never going to come back. They was never going to repair that shit. Because crack was a real demolition. But after that, y'all started turning more to crackheads. Y'all forgot crack was started getting them put in jail. Because the truth was, to live in Los Angeles, you had to sell crack, do something. If you want to be balling, they knew that. The 6-4 money. What I'm telling you is, before this shit, that's when blacks in Los Angeles did have power. The power was the gangs. Only thing is, they started slaying each other too much in the end. But they had to happen because this is the truth. If the gangs would have united for real, they could have took over the whole shit. And it was a threat. That's why they had to be taught to slay each other. Because they could have took over LA at one point. Same way in New York and all these cities, these cities really could have got taken over. That's what it was really about in the 80s, 90s. The blacks could have took Detroit. Because crime had got so heavy through the crack game, you forget that gangs and certain drug groups became like armies with military. They had millions of dollars, financial backing of millions of dollars, drug connections with foreign countries. See, it was something going on, y'all. And rap was part of the thing that was used to put that shit out. It was an uprising. It was a rebellion, y'all. But what happened is, what they thought was going to happen was these people were going to overthrow the whole country. So rap made it able to control it and made them go against themselves. And that's what happened. See, y'all might have been ready to burn the White House at that time. We ain't doing that. Y'all gonna burn your own neighborhood. You're gonna get that fire off you. You're gonna get that burn out. We know you want to burn something. We know. But you're gonna burn your own shit. So, Rodney King, here you go. Bingo. That's that. So, Hollywood is Los Angeles, the home of scripts, whether written, good or bad, it don't matter. Just know this. The plan was, y'all gonna burn your own neighborhood, and after that, it will never be the same for y'all again. And I don't gotta be from Los Angeles to know, after this, when that shit got rebuilt, every time that rent gonna go up, more people come in. I'm pretty sure those Los Angeles neighborhoods been regentrified, because I already know that already, been regentrified. Also know the black gangs been getting their ass whipped. It been like that. But I'm showing you, Ice-T and Ice Cube want people to go through that shit again. They want you to fuck your shit up again. And on top of that, that shit that went, this the main thing they're not going to tell you. Everything that happened during Rodney King is not going to happen now, because you will get dealt with. That Rodney King shit was for TV, y'all. Since they've been in LA, that shit ain't been on TV. They've been in LA over 2 months. It ain't televised. This time, it won't be televised. Now, why am I saying that? I assume, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, that Ice-T and Ice Cube are trying to convince the blacks to pick up arms and fight with illegals. That's what it's about. It's about illegals, y'all. Want y'all to participate. After y'all already fucked your own shit up, after y'all the least number out there, y'all the smallest factors. Divided, all of that. But even in 2025, Ice Cube and Ice-T want y'all to do it to yourself again. For what? For this? Oh, so y'all be outside getting mixed up with them? So y'all be outside getting rounded up in the same vans they getting rounded up in because you call yourself fighting for rights that you know? Y'all see it, right? All right, then. I'm just showing you. Because look, anybody caught outside with they outside, you get caught with them, you going down with them. That's just what it is. But if you stupid and don't know that, you thinking it's a regular march, a regular riot, you fuck around, get caught up, you get shipped in a goddamn camp. Yep, don't forget, criminals don't keep ID on them, right? All right, then. So I'm just letting you know how it's going to play out. They gaslighting y'all, burn y'all shit up, and get put in a camp. Meanwhile, Ice Cube also using this for clout, y'all. He says he stand with the migrants. He also want viewership. Don't get it twisted. because the big three is failing, y'all. Failing. And y'all know the other day I was just, now y'all see, I try to be nice. When I say they do good stuff, I talk about it. But somehow they always gonna make a fool out you. This is also why I stopped the shit of co-signing them. You can co-sign them today, next week they do some dumb shit. That's what they do, y'all. So now you got to get the smoke because the big three is flopping, y'all. Yes, it is. Now, there's another thing. They saying Ice Cube. 1 minute you promoting, you down with Hebrew Israelites. 1 minute you promoting pro-black reparations. And then 1 minute you this basketball guy. Who are you, Ice Cube? All right. Ice Cube Big Three Basketball League hasn't been without its challenges. While it's achieved some success, including selling franchises, it has also faced criticism for its format, player selection, as some perceived failures. Failures, all right? Now let's look at how Ice Cube portrays the black card online. This was his gimmick during the pandemic when he was pushing the pro-black behavior. All right? This the look of pro-black. Remember that too, y'all. They all know that. You want to look pro-black, grow your beard out, Israelite, black. They all know that, y'all. Umar, all right? When I tell you shit like they all grew their beard out, Ice Cube never had a beard. Umar Johnson never had a beard. Like, all these people never had beards. Then I realized everybody had a beard was a fucking liar, all right? Because I knew it was a gimmick, a costume. That's what they do. Whatever they like, whatever they're doing, that's what they're going to turn into, all right? This was him pushing pro-black. Getting it? And promoting yourself because he is the king of LA, which means he the gatekeeper, which means he was the only one always going to win. No, it's the truth. He was the king of LA, Snoopdogg, and Dr. Dre. He was never going to get bigger than them, no matter what. That's why you'll see. It's been decades. Ice Cube's still right there, right? That's how you learn who's in favor, who's when you learn who's really the white man's favor, y'all, they're the ones who career always around. I say it like that to say, only for Ice Cube, I say white man because he always talking black shit. Because he was the one the white man paid to be the black image, to be the black voice, the face of blackness. Get it? Anything black, you think Ice Cube. That's him. Meanwhile, puppet on the string from Boy. You're going to handle the black department. You're the one that makes it believable, O'Shea. All right? See that? This is him gaslighting during the reparation era. When they was talking that, when I said California, you ain't getting no fucking reparation. I told y'all back then. They're lying. Let's keep going. This the big three. When they make it dark on purpose so you won't see it's empty. Now, this might be like their biggest events gonna be playoffs, but I'm showing you how this is the shit they do. They'll black it out so you won't see it on national TV. But you know what's up. Other than national TV, the real shit gonna show you what it is. But I'm just see that? The big three make their money off them advertisements. But nobody goes to see it. You know, I was just joking on y'all the other day. So y'all don't even go support it. It was supposed to be the black NBA. No, y'all see them seats? Ice Cube and the big three will be off TV very soon. They time up, y'all. Business challenges. When I said all they do is front online, what did Ice Cube do online? It's all they got left, like I said. What he do online? Well, first of all, Ice-T promoting his old music. This is what Ice Cube did online. Ice Cube is standing with the immigrant families. Post online about he's standing with immigrants. Meanwhile, he know he has Big Three going on and War of the Worlds. So this is where trying to keep his viewership and keep his fans of California. Not only that, now let's look at his failures he's been covering up. Business challenges. Ice Cube has faced legal battles, including a $1.2 billion lawsuit against Qatari investors, also giving you the proof they don't do shit on their own, nothing self-made, y'all. The big three is not his league. Ice Cube is just the face. They only all are just faces, y'all. Faces. That's what make us more stupid, because they trick us to believe it's their shit. And then the people fucking laugh at us, man. It's not their shit. The people that run shit are Debo. They let you hold shit, but they take it back. Stuff like that. They let you keep it at your house, but it's their shit. That's how this whole shit work. The plan is for you to believe they fucking powerful. All right? Money invested. Investors. He's suing investors. When you self-made, I asked you the other day, why the fuck they didn't build their own league, y'all? So you got the proof they don't do nothing on their own. So I keep telling you, they want to keep talking about race to you, so you stay broke. But they get money from other races. That's the plan. In order for me to be the king, I got to keep you broke. I don't let you know I'm the king over you because I'm cool with everybody. I'm going to teach you to hate everybody. So you're going to stay broke and listen to me. Hopefully y'all getting the shit. Ice Cube faced legal battles. Broke. Once you got a legal battle, you're struggling. I don't care what you call it. Making money is forward progress. Lawsuits go backwards. Lawsuits against Qatari investors for failing to fund the league. They didn't fund the league, so we're not doing too good. They didn't give us no more money. See that? Not self-made. The league, the Big Three League has also dealt with a defamation lawsuit against the Champions League, which it won. It won. So they Ice Cube sued for defamation and got $21 million in that. There have been instances of teams being sold. They already been selling Big Three teams, which means what? Quick flip investments. But it also means it been quick flip investments because somebody could know it's about to crash. All right, let's go. There have been instances of teams being sold, indicating growth in some areas, but also some potential financial hurdles. On court, because I'm going to tell you, man, if them people don't support you, you ain't going to make it. So all Ice Cube got left is trying to take up for other people. That's all he got left, y'all. So look. There have been comments about the stadium atmosphere and production quality. The stadium atmosphere of the Big Three. What they saying? That shit be janky. What else I told you about them people? Wherever they go at, it's going to be dark. Told you, man. It's going to be black, dark. Everybody don't like all that dark shit. That's why they say the stadium, the environment, it ain't lit enough. It ain't enough energy. It's dark. See that? That's why. Shit like that. If you want people to come, you got to make it attracting. It got to look exciting. That shit look gloomy. When I said family, I saw high school games look better than that shit. College games, more energy. No, that looked like dead energy. That's what it looked like. Simple and plain, see? Simple and plain. A little more decent, because this probably a playoff. But I'm showing you, right, the narratives in real time. On-court product and entertainment, saying the on-court product is janky, because the truth is you do have a lot of washed-up NBA players. Yes, you do, and you just get names for views. Man, you was better off with a women's league. They play harder. Sorry, college basketball ladies play better than them. They just do. I'm sorry, y'all, they do. You know what else? They foul a lot. But you know what? I was looking at the Big Three the other day. This is what I didn't get. I said to myself, I saw games on a regular basketball court look better than this shit. It ain't even the fact that it's half court. Now, any of my bros that know anybody knows sports, you saw 3-on-3s on the court, that'd be like, oh shit, they balling. That shit ain't like that. So I'm like, yo, how they used to be in the NBA? They pros, but they don't even look like they playing a real 3-on-3. Because I promise you, if you watch a real game on any court of a real 3-on-3, you're gonna get some action. Period. You're gonna know, okay, he can shoot, he can play. Oh, okay, he in the post. Oh, you gonna know. No, that shit trash. That's not even a real 3-on-3. Cause I tried to watch it more than once. I'm watching it like, yo. They do call foul. And they do be missing. It is janky, man. It is. To the point where it's not even like real competition basketball 3-on-3. So I know why it don't get no viewership, man. The WNBA go better than that shit. Those are facts. Period. See that? This they real games, y'all. So I'm showing you. Certain games be like this. But see, that's what I showed you, the power of the internet. When you put them all together. TV, I get to show you this double reality. But I'm going to show you through this basketball game, y'all. This is how they've been playing on everybody's mind for a minute. See, on TV, they know this shit. You put the camera a certain way. You catch the crowd a certain way. Certain things I speak about, y'all, because I know about film video. You get the angle a certain way, you make it look more than what it is. I told you they know all the camera. They know all of this shit, man. He know camera tricks. See? I come on camera. I present myself as pro-black, but I also sneak in my icecube promotion. See that? They know how to come. Now, let me show you something. They know how to make it not look empty. But see, the power of the fans, and they pull that phone out. TikTok. This the real footage of the shit. Of a game. See how empty that shit is? Now, I'm going to say it again. People, did you not see a high school game look like this? Like when they let the high schoolers play in the big stadium, it looked like that, right? Okay, then. High school. That's a big 3 game, y'all. That's why they crashing. Camera tricks for TV, y'all. But when I said the other day, he had Cedric the Entertainer as a sideshow. Anthony Anderson, I said, nah, he got to pull celebrity status to the shows, to the games for viewership. That shit ain't getting no views. Some critics argue the format leads to erratic play and more fouls. Basically telling you they be playing wild and reckless, which means it's not entertaining. Despite having a strong roster of former NBA players, USA Basketball didn't select any Big 3 players for the Big 3 Olympic team. I spoke to y'all about that last summer. Last summer was the Olympics, and I said it. Yo, the Olympics having Big 3, they playing 3-on-3 basketball. I said, yo, the Big 3 did start that. No, Ice Cube, you were used to start the market. Used to be the face of it. But when it was time to play 3-on-3 in the Olympics, they didn't ask you for nobody to come. Which showing you, if the Big 3 was official, when it was the Olympics last summer, they would have came to Ice Cube and said, well, we would like for your best players to play for USA. They didn't want them to represent the USA in the Big 3, which means the Big 3 is trash. Period. All right? What I've also told you, the Big 3 is really an Ice Cube show. And when he goes state to state, he's on tour. People really go to see Ice Cube, not just the game. He knows this. He is the Big 3 brand. The brand is him. He knows this, y'all. So, it all goes together, y'all. Meanwhile, this dude playing make-believe like he owns a league. He don't own shit. He is the mascot in the face. He has to go to the games. Get it? But this how the games look for real. So, you don't got to be a genius to know this might be the last summer of the Big 3 on TV. So, you also got the proof that when I say stuff like these people not builders, if I give you something and you can't build it, that's on you. If somebody give me something, I'm supposed to build it. That's what builders do. But I showed you they're destroyers. They don't make nothing better. So let's look at, even though Ice Cube was financed for billions of dollars to do this, you still got the proof he didn't turn it into nothing successful. Why? You know why? He's an idiot like all of them. I know what he did. This what the Big 3 did, y'all. Remember, Hollywood. So, being that I'm Hollywood, I'm just going to get players with a name that'll sell jerseys. When the whole time he could have got talented people from all over America with talent that really could play. And it would have brought a thrill. But they know better. You don't just get anybody. You don't get anybody black from the neighborhood because they fuck around might be a star on TV. So we can't get them. We got to get players with a name already. That's already. You see how it work, y'all? So I'll show you. Even through this right here, Ice Cube didn't go around the streets of Compton getting basketball players. He didn't have a calling for around America. Basketball trials for the Big 3. No, but that's why it's boring. Why? We know as many people in this country that got talent. So it all goes together when I talk about BT, all of them. What you got to understand is The black entertainers were the gatekeepers because it was their job to control the black talent and to say who's going to make it, who's going to be big, who's not. So now that you see all of them controlled it, you're able to see who the controllers are. He controlled LA. You're able to see everything. Now you also have the proof of why it was no more talent created, y'all. They didn't want no talent. You don't get nobody off the street to join the big three. He fuck around, bust all they ass, become a fucking superstar. Then the NBA want to draft him. See it? That's how it work. That's how it work, y'all. I got to talk to my bros that play basketball and the real ballers that play their whole life and know what's up. Because that's how the shit work. He don't want you, bro. And you can probably play your ass off. No, because they know you come on that shit, you're going to be a star. You're going to get endorsements. You fuck around, become bigger than the big three. Nah, he wants you to keep staying there. Stay with them. So that's why he got people playing at certain ages. That's also a reason for that. But that's also the reason why they failing. Because he should have mixed it up. Got old NBA players, but got raw talent. All the talent is in the gyms, all that. Y'all know what's up, man. So you got people that was supposed to make it to the pros, but shit like they had kids. They couldn't, stuff like that. Many different reasons. But those people with talent are still out here. But you're going to see. He'd rather get washed up players, and that's why they didn't get no ratings. Now, I'm going to show you how they exposing this war of the worlds. What else am I showing you? Actor. This the face Ice Cube made when I was little that made me think he was tough, y'all. No, that's his black tough guy face he makes. But when he around Hollywood for real, this is real face. This the face they get him the checks. When he around us, it's this. All right? This nigga sold me this look, y'all. He did. I bought the shit when I was young. I thought Ice Cube was really like that, y'all. Until they told me back then, though, they said, man, that fool ain't even from Compton. I lost respect for him back then. Damn right I did. They said it just like that. Man, fool, he ain't even from Compton. That fool from South Central. I knew he was a fraud. I knew about frauds when I was little, y'all. So I'm like, when I was young, I'm like, well, why he say he's from Compton? The thing that get me, I never get why people lie about being from other places when you're going to get exposed anyway. And I'm like, yo, where you from is not that embarrassing for you to say. So what? That you're going to look worse when you get exposed for lying. So you might as well just say that the town you from. Because when you get caught, you're going to look worse. That's what people never understood. I always knew that. You just say where you from. Fuck it. Then somebody might say, yo, you the real. I never met nobody from there. Yo, you real. I didn't know that. I didn't know the real people in that small town. That's what you're supposed to say. Y'all don't be from Atlanta. Y'all be from the outskirts. Talking about I'm from Atlanta. No, you from Lilwayne, Georgia, man. That's where you from. No, bro, you're not. You go out of town, you be telling people you from New York City. No, you're not, bro. You from Syracuse. You from Rochester. It's okay, bro, but you're not from the boroughs. That's the shit y'all be doing. All right? Y'all got to stop that shit too. Because it start with them doing that fake shit. He told me from Compton, that was a goddamn lie. That fool was born in a house with nice grass on the lawn and all that shit. Now, let me also show you something. Ice Cube ain't stupid. This is my opinion. Ice Cube know the big three about to flop. He know that shit, y'all. That's why he getting ready for War of the Worlds. See, he leaving this world. He already trying to go into this world. The problem is he done fucked up. Because they trashing this show already. And he just pissed everybody off with that standing by migrant shit. They don't get it, y'all. They finished. All right? And I was just talking about, yo, check it out, y'all. Go check them out. You see how I got played? I was just trying to support Ice Cube, saying, yo, check out War of the World, y'all. It's something new. It might be all right. Then right after that, he says, fuck you. I stand with the illegals. All right, man. But you really going to get cooked with them now. I watched this movie yesterday. It's horrible. I can't even believe that Ice Cube did the movie. Watch it if you want a good laugh, though. Yo, I also peep something. Let me find out y'all trying to clout chase because y'all know that ice is a trending topic. Being that ice is a trending topic, did Ice-T and Ice Cube on purpose say some shit to go viral so they can try to slide in the trend of the word ice? Because I actually think they're doing that too, y'all. Because it's not a coincidence. Both of them had something to say while Ice is in California. Now, both of them speak up. But it's going against him. Because he's speaking up for a lot of reasons. He tried to put his name in it. He got this right here. And you get it? And Big 3 about to go into the playoffs. But look, let's go again. I watched the movie yesterday. It's horrible. I can't even believe that Ice Cube did that movie. Watch it if you want a good laugh, though. So I'm showing you, man, it's over for them, man. It's up. All right? This is the shit I be laughing at, man. Look. It's sad, man. The videos, terrible. War of the Worlds remake crashes and burns. They saying that shit straight trash. Well, I told y'all to watch it. I don't think y'all gonna watch it now because I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Sorry. No, y'all, this mean it's over. You getting it clear. They're not gonna make no money. They're not gonna get no shine. It's right in your face now, y'all. Everything I told you. Which means it's a failed project. It was a waste of time. Which means Ice Cube, bow out gracefully. Your guys are never coming back. You fucking bitch. If you sold me the movie NWA when I was little, I believed it. People my age, older, we don't believe you no more. We don't even want to hear your mouth. We don't want to see our face no more. So when I see somebody say, who give, does anybody care what any of these two asshats say? Nobody care what this asshat had to say. All right, y'all been acting since we was kids, and y'all still acting. But now everybody knows this shit, that y'all are nothing but puppets, and you on the same level as fucking Elmo. That's it. They also know that y'all was raised around Diddy and Africa Bambaataa, and all of y'all are perverts. That's why they call you T. Wee Herman, Ice-T. And he also jokes on black people because he got a white girl named Coco. And once again, you have no proof at all that Ice-T is black. And I only say that because he got rich on BT, and he's the black spokesman for anything black. He's the spokesman they go get. Can you prove to me Ice-T is black? I will sit online for a day straight, wait for you to prove me that shit. All right? Here's the jokes on Ice-T. They call him Jamie T. Curtis. They was also showing the clips of him and breaking the movie Breaking when he first came out. I tell you, I get a lot of laughs when I come on this shit, y'all. The reason why I laugh, because I saw them as a kid, and I know for a fact, man, they was highly respected, and people to this day still was looking up to them. Yo, Ice-T talks some real shit, man. Whenever it's a black topic, the NWA, the LA riot documentary, Ice Cube, Ice-T, he talking on it. Because they the ones that gaslit the shit, y'all. They the ones. They the ones that was behind all this shit. And what else they promote? All that shit, Cop Killer. They promoted that. They promoted the rebellious spirit, California. Let me show you a little bit. See, I'm going to tell y'all all, man. See, really, the blacks in Los Angeles were supposed to grow up in paradise, man. They were supposed to grow up in paradise, man. They were supposed to be the richest living, best living blacks in the country, y'all. They was. But since they lived it, see, they was in the most beautiful situation. But they made it where they never will enjoy it, and they made it where they always be miserable, and they taught them all this hate shit. It started when they was teaching them all that pro-black. I'm not playing, y'all. They taught them to be hateful, angry. They taught them to be angry all the time, upset. But they don't know they had already made it. They didn't know they already made it. What they didn't know is in Los Angeles, all they had to do was protect the legacy that was laid down for them to be out there the way they was. So they was the main ones had to be installed to hate where they live at, hate their life, even though they had the most beautifulest life. See, what they didn't know is, now this is what y'all didn't know, Los Angeles. Growing up, y'all had it better than the East Coast because y'all had it better. When the East Coast was poor as fuck, y'all was all right. That was back because LA represented successful black people. That's what it was. That's what it was for. Y'all was supposed to grow up spoiled kids. They had everything. That's how y'all was supposed to be in California. But y'all didn't do that. So y'all had to be taught to hate California and destroy that shit. And destroy yourself. That's the truth, y'all. So just understand. Now they want the young generation to do it because now Ice Cube and Ice T back at it again. Mind you, they all know the real history. I know the history about why those certain highways got put up. It always been the plan of get the original blacks out of here. Get them out of here. It's been going on since the 60s, y'all. That's why everything started in the 60s when they started remixing the LA neighborhoods. Then, while they was doing that, they started teaching pro-black through fucking colleges. Every black movement was sponsored was sponsored. That was to get them in the mind state of revolutionary, even though they already had it made. That's it. Only reason why they had oppression, because they were the ancestors of the blacks that established them black neighborhoods. They were the most hated because at one point they were the most favored. That's why. And they were also more on top than poor white trash in California. They didn't understand that part. They didn't understand that when they were living in the South Central homes, it was parts of California where white people stood in trailer parks. So I say it's a reason why they had to get tricked to destroy their shit. They also was on what? The most important property. I don't got to be from there to know this. If y'all are fucking the closest to Hollywood, prime real estate, what you're not getting is Los Angeles, your ancestors established property that will later become prime real estate. That's the whole significance of Hollywood, guys, and Black Los Angeles. It's a reason for that. All right? So that's why y'all had to be taught out of all cities, burn your neighborhood down. In New York, we not taught that. Y'all taught that shit. And where else? Detroit. So even though Detroit got tricked to burn their neighborhood down, it wasn't a coincidence when you just saw a whole decade of Detroit looking like bandos, abandoned apartments, abandoned houses. Certain cities are always going to suffer more. I told you that, man. The real prominent cities of those people always going to be the worst. And that's where they put the most rebellious spirit in their hearts. Same thing with Chicago. Because outside of those Chicago urban areas, those other neighborhoods, that's where the money was at, but that's where a lot of the blacks used to be at in them rich, in them nice neighborhoods when they were working in them factories. See, it's a history behind all these cities, how they was built, y'all. But y'all don't get that. It was your people that helped build these cities. Yep. But y'all were the ones to destroy it. That's the judgment. So meanwhile, they talking about California. That's one thing. This real TV over here, meaning this is what it is, y'all. Everything is public information. Everything is American news. I'm just giving it to you in my form. Other than that, I'm showing you that it's not just California catching hell. What's somebody going to say about these people's house getting flooded out? What about them, y'all? What about these people losing their cars and they evacuated? You're looking at evacuations, y'all. These are ghost towns evacuated. That's what you're watching. No such thing as charging your phone up. No such thing as going online. Unless you have a cell phone bill paid. This when you need family. Or you stuck. But what if this happened between payday? What if this happened before your check come? And you was at work or you was out of town. My point is this how easy your life could be over with, y'all. When I see flood, I know that means urban neighborhood. All urban neighborhoods flood. It's reasons for that. People got car notes, right? Bills, insurance. Now you're paying the car note, paying insurance on some shit you don't even got. See that? I need somebody to tell me to confirm it. Did they ever step it up with water insurance for cars? I'm not sure on that. I also know it was a point, it was no such thing as insurance on your home for floods. They say depending on where you live at. If your car get flooded out, is it insurance for that? Let me in the chat. Nope. All right then. Wow. So, hold up. What's up, Uncle Diddy? What up? South Central Los Angeles doesn't flood. That's why it's prime real estate. Houses in the hills experience mudslides. That's right. That's the prime real estate, y'all. I'm telling you. I know what's up, y'all. I talk smoke for a reason, man. Because my whole thing was everybody got to understand what went down. Everybody had a hand in it. It's just that some people stayed in that shit too long, y'all. And that's what happened. Being proud of shit, that's just really what happened, y'all. The pride is what made everybody destroy themselves. Remember, it's one thing when you're doing wrong, but when you take pride in doing wrong, that's when you become destructive. Because you start to be proud of the fuck shit you do. That's how it works. So once we got to the point where people were being proud of how many people they killed and being proud of all the you get it, that's when we went somewhere else, y'all. The gangs were the match lit. The gangs in Los Angeles, you don't think that put every elder in the ground before their time from sickness, worry, heartache, pain. They grew up here, gunshots, bullet wounds, kids dying every day, normal from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yo, y'all. No, all we're watching is the after smoke of all of this shit. People, that's another thing when people don't understand with time and dimensions and shit too, y'all. Like, people would think, like, you might look at this shit like, oh man, this stuff just happening. Nah, it's not that. This shit be from years of shit that went down. It's just, this is the sign that it's finally all over. You see grandma, you see the grandchild, you see people, highway flooded out, cars stuck. This means they're stuck, but we don't know what's going to happen to them. Everything is evacuated. This is going on right now as we speak. So it's not just California. I'm going to say it again. If you're in this country and you're legit, you have nothing to worry about. It is only about illegals. So when somebody talk to me about Marshall, all this shit, bro, are you an illegal? That's the only question. It's that simple. So when you stop thinking like a damn criminal all the time, maybe you are. Then you have nothing to worry about. Because first thing first, every fight is not your fight. And then when it's your time to fight, nobody fights with you. But you still don't get it yet. Nobody's going to say nothing about it. Might be 100,000 plus of people in Michigan, Wisconsin right now with nowhere to go, flooded out their home right now. But we're not going to see nothing about they need care packages, water, they need something to eat, they need food, they need coats, they need clothes. We're not going to see that now, are we? All right. Because they're from states that's not popular. They're not from Los Angeles. They're not from New York. But we're in the same goddamn country. That's why I told you about this country with their bush picking and choosing, y'all, because it's divided. California always want everybody to focus on them, all the attention, because they know they are the gaslighters of the country. 50% of media, California, 50% media, New York City. Hollywood screen, California. Shit that's scripted, California. Few TV shows scripted in New York, Law and Order. They based on true stories. Everything fictional come out of California. They the homes of that shit. The homes of script writers. The homes of programming shit. Silicon Valley. They are the ones that control Fantasyland, the scripted world. They're the ones that control all agendas. That's them. Whatever agenda they want you to, tomorrow, they're going to drop it like it's hot. Then they're going to drop it on TMZ too. Home of TMZ, everything, man. Told you, man, this is the world right there. It's California, y'all. It's the home of delusion shit if you're not in reality. I can go to California and chill because I know how to play that shit. I know what's up. Know how I know? Off the rip, I know it's all fake. That's how I know. So I'm going to get in where I fit in. You know what I'm going to do? Stay to myself. Do what I do. I ain't getting caught up in none of that shit. That's how you move in Fantasyland. I enjoy the show. Because other than that, they've been giving me a show my whole life. But now, y'all, they being exposed. Ice-T personally got beef with everybody that voted for 47. Because he said out his own mouth. He called the president a clown. And he called him a mother effer. But not only that, he said it ain't about the president. It's about his followers. He said they're the ones you got to worry about. He basically was saying they all stupid and brainwashed. And they dumb. Another thing, I'm going to tell y'all this too. What I noticed, family, nobody is pushing that MAGA stuff. What I be seeing is it be people try to make it like it's about MAGA, but it ain't. This shit ain't got nothing to do with MAGA. They try to make it about that. It's not, y'all. That shit was the last movement. This shit got nothing to do with that. This shit is about goddamn illegals, pedophiles, sex traffickers, and goddamn rapists. And people plaguing the country, stealing money. That's what the hell it's about, period. So I'm going to keep telling you, keep listening to them damn fools. If you're not illegal, you have nothing to worry about. If you're not a rapo, you have nothing to worry about. If you're not a human trafficker, you have nothing to worry about. If you don't sell death, you have nothing to worry about. But if you do, you better run. That's all I can tell you. And the floods are showing you had nowhere else to run. All of it together. LA, smacked by fire, Midwest, flood. See, people say it's going to be fire in the last days. Some people say water. Just look at it as both. Because fire mean evacuation on the run. Water mean evacuation on the run. And don't forget, all power out, no communication, no nothing. The worst part of these things is no communication. Remember that part. The flood is one thing, yes, but that no communication plus flooded out makes it worse. And evacuated, you cannot go back to your house. You got to just pray your house didn't get pillaged. Guess what else? Some of those dirty workers, they rob your house too. Disguised as firefighters. They be people from out of town to out of state. They'll come help your state, but they all in your house, and you forgot you got shit in your house. Magically, that shit be gone. That's what happened, y'all, in all these places. So we've been watching a lot of Hurricane Katrina. Just know this shit mean Americans wiped out. That's what it means. Also, some of these are drug cities. Some of these are also cities where foreigners be at. Just know that this starts roundups. We just saw the roundup in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago. Same shit. Neighborhood flooded out. Now, y'all, that's what it is. So when I tell people, you just be happy it ain't you. Nothing is guaranteed no more, y'all. When I say you're going to see a lot of shit, it's going to happen a lot of ways. This is the clue when they said a lot of people going to be homeless. They talking about this shit in Hindustan. So if you didn't know about the mass flooding, I'm showing you how overseas they're on point and might know more about America than you. All right? I'm just showing y'all. Because the focus in America is California. Nope, this Michigan. See Michigan flooded? This Wisconsin. Milwaukee. Green Bay. No, y'all. It's a lot of people suffering. So on that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all too long. Oh, my bad. Cardi B called her fans fat-ass fuckers. Yup. Cardi B lost her mind, y'all. I almost forgot. She's so irrelevant. I almost forgot, y'all. I almost forgot. Damn. Because I've been to your career over with. We know her, she on meltdown. But what's another one thing I told you about Cardi B? Without that phone, she is nothing. Nothing. She would have been disappeared without the phone, y'all. Her whole life. Y'all forget. Let's say it again. She started as a social media influencer. But when Love and Hip Hop started the gimmick of getting views from famous online people, they put her on the show. She was never a rapper. Social media. So I'm going to keep showing you without that phone, she has nothing. She is the one that used that phone to brainwash the fuck out of them girls. Now, let me slow it up and speed it up for you. Now, being her career's in the trash, like we already know around here, when I already proved she lied about her album coming out, what's the main thing? Her record department is shut down. To speed it up, Cardi B is so mad, she dissed her fans and called them fat fucks. Yup. And she said she's not apologizing. Let's go. Let's go. Sidebar. I almost forgot, y'all. I almost forgot. Showing you the smoke Rock Nation still getting. Desiree Perez. Let me give you an update, hip-hop fans, rap fans. I need you to answer this question. It's very simple. If Desiree Perez was in the feds, if she got a pardon, who gave her the pardon? And I'll wait. This is stuff I like to do, y'all. Try to have some fun. Who gave Desiree Perez the pardon, y'all? Let's see who's really smart. You said Barry. You said Barry. She did say her. Okay. Well, I see nobody know. Except for that smart Edge of the Dog. She's smart in California. What's up, Edge of the Dog? That's right. 47 gave her pardon. That's right. And Harry O from Death Row. But it's my point, y'all. Who's to say when they gave Desiree Perez a pardon, she wasn't working against Jay-Z the whole time, y'all? See, I'm starting to look at this shit different now. Desiree could have been the nail in Jay-Z coffin from the rip. She could have been sent to spy on Jay-Z from day one. Because once I heard that, I know who she worked for. I know what side she really on. Use your fucking brain. If you was in prison, you got two sides, the blue side, the red side. One side give you a part and get you out of jail. Which side you down with? Two political parties. One political party get you out of prison. Which one you down with? Well, if you care not, which one you down with? All right. I'm going to say, y'all, because I'm watching the way it's playing out from day one. I've been watching this shit. When I kept telling y'all Jay-Z gonna go down, he gonna go down, he gonna go down, he gonna go down. When I was able to prove that Diddy was watching, Diddy controls him, Russell controls him. I'm now starting to think, far we know, Desiree Perez could have been moving them bricks back in the day. We don't know, sir. Man, we went through all that, y'all. A lot of people that's rich now made all their money off drugs, y'all. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when she got a pardon, the whole plan from the rip before she got out, sit at the table. This is what we need you to do. This is what you're going to do. Huh? And Jay-Z took the bait. And the whole time, she been spying and working against Jay-Z the whole time. Where now it's starting out as she getting smoked, but you also see it really put his company in trouble. It's going against him. Where Jay-Z can actually say, I should have never hired her. If I didn't hire her, I probably wouldn't be in this shit. No, y'all, I'm starting to see it clear. I think she was spying on him the whole time. Because this shit is chess, y'all. I told you it's fucking chess political shit. If Jay-Z was already down with 44, 47, no. That Jay-Z guy, he already said he don't like me. He down with 44. Need somebody to watch his ass. Because she came in, Desiree Perez got down Rock Nation after all that other shit. After Hillary, get it? She came in after the Obama era. Yeah. So all you got to know is who gave her a pardon. And I'm going to say, y'all, I think she been spying on his ass. The internet is a dark place. That's what Michelle says. See? I'm showing you that because I've been telling y'all this is where the dark shit at now. It's a dark place now. But she really telling you, the internet is now demonic in the black section. When I say shit like, you ain't going to get nothing good, they all telling you the truth, y'all. Everybody know what it is, man. And I'm showing you all this to show you it's a regime change. That's why everything is different, but a lot of my people not comprehending that shit is different. Now, Cardi B refuses to apologize for calling fans fat as fuck. That's what she did. She really slurred them. But she also called black women bald-headed and ugly. Yes, she did. She did a lot of stuff on that phone when she's online. Yep. But she's really mad she don't have no career, y'all. Guess what lie she said? This whole thing is over. Allegedly, Cardi had merchandise for a new album. And she claimed all the 3X shirts sold out. Fast. I don't believe her. I don't believe she sold shit. But according to her, we did good. The merch sold. All the 3X sold, y'all. All the big women. Now let's go. We really underestimated the box sets, Cardi said. So the box sets are completely sold out, especially because you fat fucks. Clearly, you guys are fat as fuck. No Chick-fil-A for y'all. She just slurred y'all, man. That was, anybody big, that was a slur. That was total disrespect. You know what she said, y'all? Y'all talk about my BBLs and all of that. So y'all gonna take this. And I'm not apologizing. Wow. Cardi was reacting to the news that all her 3X t-shirts for upcoming album merch sold out in record time. We need proof, Cardi. If I don't see nobody with that shit, you're lying. All right, straight lying. Let's go. We ain't finished yet. Talking about they really underestimated the box sets. News that all her 3XL t-shirts for her upcoming album merch sold out in record time. Apparently, those shirts vanished faster than a Popeye's chicken sandwich in 2019. Joking, laughing, saying, according to her, all the big people bought all the shirts, but not. She ain't say big people. She said FAT. Disrespectfully. Cardi B is not backing down after receiving a wave of backlash for calling her own fans fat as F during an Instagram live. Why? I told you all her shit on Instagram. When y'all finally can see for yourself, there's nothing left. There's nothing but online fucking select. All they are. I'm going to keep telling you that. Who you are in the beginning, that's who you are in the end. She started off on what? Instagram, Twitter. She started online. Her career is going to end online. That's all she got left. But I'm the one that told you, if you pay attention to Cardi B's career, ever since Offset got her pregnant, she been a prisoner in a house in Atlanta, and that's the facts. When I've been said, she losing her fucking mind. So you got to be insane to call your fans what she did, period. Disrespectful. But that's called she breaking. She ain't making no money. That's what that is. She lying. But now what she don't get is her career been over ever since what? Ever since what her career been over with? This. When I been told you the bitch can't do nothing without her phone. She is one of the idiots that raise your kids to be the same like her. Can't function without her phone. Stupid. But see right here, we proved this when she got turned to a little kid. Because she said she was not doing election. I'm not doing it. Where she say that at, y'all? Instagram. On Instagram flexing. I'm not doing it. I'm not voting for nobody. Last minute. Where's this at right here? Wisconsin. Kamala said, bitch, if you don't bring your ass on this stage. And when she came, they cut the prompter off and she was looking stupid. Ever since that day, I told you. Before that. But since this day, I told you all for a fact. Her fucking career is finished. I said they are all done with all of them. And I said, if you think she not in on selling their ass out, you all mistaken. I kept telling you that. When you understand that all of them tried to play her, this is why you don't see her. You don't see her? She said, fuck them. I'm telling y'all what happened. Joe, too. Her and Joe said, you guys didn't show us the same love you showed Barry and them. So, goodbye. That's what happened. You know what I think they did? They said, Trump, get them. Yeah, you can have their ass. Fuck them. Not playing with you. That's why you've been seeing smoke with Sexy Red. Sexy Red was also to replace Cardi B. You've been seeing Sexy Red get smoke about that red stuff, right? Okay, then. Told you this shit is political first. Sexy Red was really to replace Cardi B, Glorilla, and Megan. That was the real plan of that. Because they tie them up. They were see, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Her, Megan, and Glorilla was used for a specific purpose. Flip them girls out. Flip them girls out. All you got to do is go back in time, remember, and just look. Think about all you saw them doing Instagram. Then I want you to think about how much they went live, how much they twerked. But you never comprehended that all they fans were 14, 13, 15, 12, 13. Get it? And then the biggest thing that ever happened in history of disrespect. When they made a song called Wet Ass a hit, when they all knew they had young fans. In the song Wet Ass, just listen to what they talking about. They were teaching young girls. That song Wet Ass Coochie is about teaching them girls. And you're going to see. Cardi, all they did was show them lashes, hair, all that shit come from them, y'all. That was her fucking job. Let's rewind it one more time. The bitch didn't have a hit to Bodak Yellow. Kodak Black helped her write that. That was 2016. Now, you look at the female behavior since 2016 now, and then look at that before the bitch came. Different, right? Okay. She had a job to do. Make them women dumb, make them love that phone, make them sell that wet ass cook, and make them be an internet idiot just like you, Cardi. And when it's all said and done, they will be just like you. They won't be able to do shit without the phone. See that? Can't do shit without the phone. See the idiot with the phone? That's what that means, y'all. But this day, she was speechless. Because everything they do is on script. So Kamala and them fixed her, y'all. And they did it to Tina Knowles, too. I knew it was on purpose because this shit don't happen. They do mic check, test, all that. No, shut that shit off. How else I know they played Cardi? Because they didn't want her to come campaign in the Bronx. I know if Kamala was serious, Kamala would have told Cardi B to do the Bronx for her. She's from the Bronx. If Kamala really wanted New York votes, if she was focusing on that, if she really was focused on the urban community in New York, she would have had Cardi B and J-Lo in New York City. J-Lo was in Las Vegas. Cardi B was in Wisconsin, y'all. When I started noticing some shit, no, she didn't want nothing to do with Cardi B and none of them, y'all. I'm telling you what it is. Because Cardi B forgot when she was talking shit. She said, I'm not endorsing none of them. You know what she really was saying? I'm not endorsing Kamala neither. That was what was happening, y'all. Because Cardi B also came out and said on her live, she basically came out and said they lying to us. I feel bad for what I did. I feel bad for getting y'all to vote. But what made her open up her mouth, you know what she really said? It was something going on with overseas. You know the war that's going on. She said something about that. She said something about that. I just say it like this. It's a war going on overseas. The one that's in the holy place, guess which side she on? All right, we'll leave it at that. It's a reason why their careers are over with. Cardi B is not, she ain't no fucking American neither, y'all. She's not. And she ain't Puerto Rican. She ain't none of that. All that, everything I say, I proved already. But what does she do? She called black people ugly. Huh? She called her fans fat, stupid, all of that. I heard her do it all. Trash her fans, y'all. Even though her number one market is what? The urban community. Let's play a race game. Do you think anybody white listen to Cardi B or believe her? When I say listen when I say that means do as they say. Follow them. Not in one ear out the other. That's what entertainment's supposed to be. In one ear out the other. Do you think anybody white listen to her or believe her? I got to use race because that's the only way y'all going to get it, right? No, y'all, a straight idiot. You have no proof the bitch got a high school diploma at all. You haven't got proof she got a goddamn junior high school diploma. Nothing. No proof at all, y'all. Don't even write her own raps. But everybody bought this shit. Just so happened, same city as fatjoe. Same city as French Montana. Meaning, they were never black, but somehow everybody got rich off what? Black entertainment. That's why it's fucking finished, y'all. No such thing as black entertainment. On that note, don't let black entertainment gas you up to be part of the illegal movement. This is about illegals, y'all. If you want to feel sorry for somebody, feel sorry for these people. Feel sorry for them in the Midwest. They might be starving. If you gave them rice, they couldn't even cook it. All right? This California. Ever since they did this to their own neighborhood, it has never been the same and it's never going to be the same. Actually, we at the point now of where hopefully the last of them are out these neighborhoods. That's the plan. The plan is to get the last of y'all traces out of all of these neighborhoods. So before this year started, I said that California gonna be cleaned up anyway. Why? Because the Olympics coming. That's why. And I knew that when the whole world comes to California, the whole world, Olympics, y'all. I knew that America wanted to be in a point where they wanted to show all worlds and all nations that America is back safe, 100%. America is 100% clean. Guess what else? The Olympics is also going to be for tourism, but the Olympics is also an event where people come to America and get to see where they might want to live at. Get it? See, you can cover your country to the Olympics, but you also got some things booked up with some realty companies. You think about bringing some businesses here. You think about moving to one of the states. So you come to the Olympics and you still get to see America, because the Olympics last for a couple weeks. So I knew by the time that happened, America is not going to have no prostitution around, no robbers, no criminals. They also know what? The hotel's going to be packed and crowded. All over the world going to be here, y'all. And I knew it's going to be a certain standard by 2028. This is for 2028. And at the 2028 Olympics, will set the tone for 2030, the new world where everything is clean. But that's why I told you it's a big cleanup from now to 2028. It's all playing out now, y'all. So on that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. We're going to get out of here. Real talk today, y'all. Watch them gaslight, but just know when it's all said and done, they ain't going to do shit. That's Ice Cube is nothing but Ice Cube, and iced tea is nothing but something you drink. If you don't listen to Elmo, don't listen to Ice T. It's that simple. Who was Ice T for real, y'all? Rapper Ice T served 4 years in the Army and was squad leader for the 25th Infantry Cut I Division. Now let me ask y'all this number one question. This right here alone, y'all. Ice T served 4 years in the Army. Do you really believe Ice T is against the government? Do you really believe Ice T is against police? We're going to leave it at that. Anybody been in the military know this shit straight bogus. He in the military, y'all. You think he really hate the president? He was in the Army. You think he really hate police? He was in the Army. Not only in the Army, y'all. Not just a regular person in the Army. He had status and clout. Squad leader for the 25th Infantry Cut I Division. No, y'all. Hopefully y'all getting it. I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy y'all day. We out. 1.